And hello, everyone.
Hi.
Happy Saturday. We are Hard Knock Dice. My name is Jonesy, your dungeon master for the evening, and these beautiful people over this way. I got it fucking wrong. I had to do it with confidence. Over this way are your heroes for the evening and my best friends. Today we're going to continue across Eberron, but before we do, we're raising money with Extra Life, specifically for the Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. Go click on that link right there in chat. If you don't want to go click on that link, you can scroll down right here and just donate right here on Twitch. Open your heart wallets, do the lawful kind thing, and go be a hero IRL. It's been a couple of weeks. Second or third episode? Yes, correct. We're brand new to this. It's been a couple of weeks, so we'll get started with a recap momentarily. Are there anything else before we get started, though? No? Okay. If you missed it last week, we did our it's going to be a two-shot. I was going to say a one-shot, but it's going to be a two-shot since we didn't finish up with it. The Aegis Legion, where we were in space above Eberron, still set in this uniform. And it was really dope, really fun, and held in a system called Those Dark Places. So if you're interested in new systems and like space D&D, go check that out because it was really fucking cool. I enjoyed that. And we're going to be doing a part 2 sometime. So stay up to date with our Twitter and all that good stuff. However, this is the normal, the regular, the classic across Eberron. And last we left off, our heroes, the Shining Vanguard, after a fight above the skies of Droam, losing their airship, the Stormbringer, to Quanti to Orion, him leaving, being pulled through a gate, turning into sand himself as he was. Our heroes saw their airship crash, but all of them, thankfully, very safe. They had come to learn that Nilbo, their pilot, had been spying on them, albeit he was coerced to do so via a Geisha spell. Kaushik broke that spell in his mind, giving him full control over his actions, or at least as far as they know. Pip rescued her brother. The party knew him as Aelin. She knew him as Nax. And after a bit of a restructuring of his brain, Kaushik was doing a lot of brain surgery, as you do as an undead mind flayer, I suppose. However, Kaushik, our undead mind flayer, was reconstructing some brains, and Aelin had a lot of memories, forgot who he was in his entirety, and was reminded with that fix. Was also kept with him the memories of everything he has done under his alias as Aelin. Nax stayed behind versus going to the front lines with the Stormbringer in the ground in flames. So rip, RIP, with the Shining Vanguard rather. Nax stayed behind, saying that he wasn't a frontline soldier, but something he could do is start a riot, and that was his intent as he snuck back into the prison in the depths of the Great Crag. Our heroes went to the front lines of the war at the Battle of Six Kings. It was raging already when they showed up, and they knew they needed to take on the main threat of the battlefield. One daughter of Sorakel, Sora Maina, a brute of an Annis hag, taking out swaths of Breelish soldiers with her giant club, claws, and teeth. They took her on, and ultimately, the Breelish forces drove back the monstrous soldiers of Droam. And we are going to go into a bit of a narrative recap of that, but our heroes ultimately were victorious. With 3 rolls in success versus the 2 rolls of success that Droam had, it was not a win without cost. Many Breelish soldiers lay dead on the field here. However, you are victorious. Our scene is just going to pick back up with the head of Sora Maina laying on the ground as one of our heroes here picks it up. A battlefield filled with smoke, fire, and the dead. It's all but a quiet reminder of the cost of victory. We'll pick back up later that night with any conversations that anyone wants to have as Breelish soldiers get readied. Triage already happening, already done. The wounded already taken care of, and the Shining Vanguard, as we know you would, taking care of anyone that you can with spells or with medicine checks, helping out in any way that you can on the battlefield here. However, after talking with the Breelish leaders, the commanders here on the battlefield, they do plan to move forward. Their assaults across the border of Droam ultimately successful, and with the Droam forces scattered and Sora Maina no longer at their command, they don't expect any real trouble until they get to the Great Crag itself, which is where they march as soon as possible. So, Shining Vanguard, what would you like to do?
Sit quietly, apparently.
I was thinking, man. Damn.
Resting.
No think, only do.
Stab. Somebody. I don't know who yet. I can't remember if we had any issues with this previously, but our team, can you get eyes on the Crag, the Great Crag? See if they know that they've lost already. There's any reaction to her death?
I can try. Don't really have any frame of reference for scrying on that place.
Yeah, we've killed everybody that we know by name who lives there, or they are borderline impossible to scry on.
Right.
You have people that are in the Great Crag.
Oh yeah. Well, you can scry on one of the prisoners that we freed, or Nax.
Oh yeah, which ones that I saw?
I would assume that you had met all of them to some degree when we
You've met
armed
Aelin
them
before.
You have
Nax
met
is.
Aelin.
And Pippa has a sending stone with Nax.
Correct.
Do not to resist.
Okay. So, yeah, I'll try to scry on Aelin.
Okay.
Fail this wisdom save.
I'm not gonna bring. I think wisdom is one of his lower ones. A natural one. It's not gonna matter all that much. Ooh, let's set that to the side.
He has his moments.
You scry on Aelin, and at the moment, let's see. When do you think our team would do this?
Probably. You know what? Hold on. Before we get deep into this, it has to be the next day.
Okay.
You can't. Can you ritually cast spells if you don't have that spell slot available?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Yeah, then I will. It would probably be sometime later, or until someone legitimately asks me to scry on them.
And RTM, you can cast scrying at will.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that as well. Yeah.
Lantern. It's like a projector. It just projects the scry onto a wall.
Sure, if that's what our team wants.
That'd go pretty hard, actually. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. I mean, if I could show people, I would definitely do that. But yeah, I'd probably say after most of everything's routed and things are quiet and there aren't cries of triage in the battlefield, that kind of thing. So a few hours afterwards.
Gotcha. So this is going to be later at night. You guys showed up here. The battle raged on, and this is after hours and hours of triage. This is soldiers gathering in camps now, setting up patrols to defend the area. This is hours and hours later. This is probably later at night. Folks are resting at this point. You guys have found yourself your own place of respite, whether that be in the manor or elsewhere. You scry on Aelin. Aelin Nax is very active at the moment. You see him going through the prisons of the Great Crag, sneaking through. There are guards everywhere, but you just see him blinking in between shadows every now and again with a misty step, sneaking along, going up to other prison cells, whispering something in the prison cells themselves, and you see him like bribing them with food and whatnot. Starting to get ready, you see Aelin go over to a group of prisoners. A couple of guards walk up after seeing him, and you see other prisoners like wrap garrotes around their neck and start like garroting them against the bars. And a quiet riot is in effect right now, but in effect nonetheless. However, unable to get any information as to whether the top knows anything about Maina's death.
Well, it seems like Aelin and the folks down there are doing a pretty good job of killing lots of things and staying quiet about it. So I don't know if they know too much about Maina's death yet, but it is what
I
it
imagine
is.
with all of the resources they have at their disposal, the sisters at least will have a pretty solid idea.
I figure they know to some degree or another, but I'm more curious about what they're doing about it.
We are going to need to act pretty quickly. We can't let them regain their footing. We don't know the extent to which...
I am mind blanking on her name. The Foresight sister.
Taraza.
To which her foresight and scrying abilities can be utilized.
Right.
The more time we give them to prepare, even if we're also using that time to prepare, I think that will not be an equal advantage.
Pip would have found her dagger.
Yeah.
But then, like, as kids, she and Nax had to have a lot of code stuff, right? Because communicating openly, like, they were always trying to dodge danger. So she would use the sending stone because she doesn't want to talk to him, because she doesn't want to distract him if he's busy. So she would use one of their codes from when they were kids, and it was like Stacy can't do it, but Pip could do it perfectly. But like a cricket chirp, right? So meaning that things are peaceful, that things are safe, so that he would basically know that they had succeeded. She had succeeded on her end.
While you do that over the sending stone, sending your code out and knowing that it won't give him away, you see a moment of Aelin sneaking through and sort of with the lantern projecting up on the side of the mansion as you all sit in here. You see Aelin just stop for a moment, just sort of closes his eyes, puts his hand on the sending stone, sort of slight smile, and then keeps moving through the halls with no response. So, Shining Vanguard. There are a couple of things here. If you wish to fast forward a couple of days, if you're waiting on the Breelish forces to get to the Great Crag and you want to assist to get them getting them there, they will not run into issues with the likes of you with them. Plain and simple. You are able to take out entire droves of forces on your own, as you can summon the very elements to your hands, and the martial among you are far and beyond any soldiers that you would ever come across. You could take out the armies that are here. Plain and simple. If you accompany the Breelish forces, they will make it to the Great Crag, to the Black Wall of the Great Crag. No issues. That is if you want to accompany them. If not, and you wish to move on at your own pace and do your own things, then it comes down to a roll.
So Bree plans to move towards the Great Crag, or
That is.
So they're going to bypass Grey Wall entirely.
They're going. Yeah, they're going through. Their forces will hit Grey Wall. What I'm saying is there's going to be skirmishes and battles along the way here. It is not just passing by. However, with your assistance here, I'm not gonna bring anything to a roll. The seven of you could raise Grey Wall, plain and simple.
They're saying without Sora Maina, they're not going to be fielding anybody who could contest a party of 18th level adventurers.
Yeah, that is what I am saying.
Do we have a plan? I mean, we got two more to go. Do we have any idea, any intelligence where the other two sisters are?
That was going to be, by the way, DM, a large part of what I was going to have Milo do in the coming days. Be that project in his dimensional hangar that I'd started talking to you about a few weeks ago. And then whatever extra resources he had at his disposal as far as his own divination would have been spent in preparation for coming conflicts. Target locations, troop movements, as much info as he could get on the sisters, etc.
Right. I will say that the project's going on, since we haven't gotten any specifics hammered out right now, that we can say that Milo's continues to work on that over the next couple of days, still days out from finishing, until we get specifics on what we're looking at there.
Right, yeah.
Dana, when you were saying something?
I was saying something and I was just double checking my notes, and how the only one of them who's like exact, like their digs that we knew of was Sora Maina, who had like a city modeled after Brailish design underneath the Great Crag. We didn't really know much about the base of operations for the other two, for Terraza or Katra, right?
Katra,
within Droam.
Katra, so Sora Maina lived in the Mock City beneath the mountains of the Great Crag. Katra lived in a castle above it, built into the Great Crag itself.
Okay. And then we know squat about Terraza.
Correct.
Basically.
Yes.
Okay. Other than she's around somewhere.
Have we ever seen Terraza?
One of you has.
Me. My arm got chopped off. Okay. So I mean, it seems like the most we know is about Katra. We know where she is here in Droam. And actually, Artyom, I want you to check. I don't know if you can tell whether this is whether this is valid or not. But I think pull a little sliver of wood out of a pouch. I'm pretty sure that this came from when she took me and altered my memories back in Quarth.
Okay.
Basically, can you? I mean, if that is her domain, then I doubt she'd expect anybody to show up at her secret house.
Okay. What is the piece of wood?
It's a piece of wood from her demi-plane or whatever.
Give me a knowledge.
Her plane
demi-plane.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Her plane of reality, her little pocket dimension that she's got.
A knowledge what?
Knowledge nature.
Knowledge nature. Great. That's 27.
God damn.
Yeah,
well,
you know the fucking scientific name of this tree, and it is not a tree of the material realm. It's a tree of the Feywild, as a matter of fact. You're looking at it. It's a piece of bark from a Fey type tree with small glowing green motes within.
Okay. We can try to go there. We definitely want to be prepared if we do that, so.
If you leave a job half done, then you sow the seeds for your own destruction behind you. I vote we finish this.
Right. Now, I don't know what there was a whole house that started trying to, chase me down when I was there last time. So I don't know what all kind of shit she's got going on there, but I mean, at the very least, there's not an army of trolls and goblins and other creatures. I already said trolls, giants, perhaps ogres,
More trolls.
more trolls, ones with many arms and heads,
Trolls too.
also trolls.
I'm sure it's not gonna work, but you
Ettins.
miss every shot you don't take. I'll try to scry on Katra just see if it works.
It does not.
Yeah, okay.
YOLO. Immediately fails. Damn.
Darn. Is there anyone that has, aside from... Oh, you know what? Gambling. I know this probably won't work either, but do me a quick favor and just try... You said that you've seen Terraza, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Try to focus what she looks like in your brain, the image that you had of her.
I mean, I can do that, or I can also, and I'll just cast fucking minor illusion.
Okay, yeah, that works. Yeah,
With what the one time I've seen her, like just with just a close up on the three of them from, I guess, a downward angle looking up.
I'll give it a shot. I'm assuming it don't work.
Does not work.
Okay.
I'd be shocked if if you were able to scry on the seer. I was like, you can't scry on the other. The seer, though, is vulnerable to scrying.
I mean, you never
He's
know.
good at
With
finding stuff out, not stopping other people.
I'm not criticizing. It just occurred to me that would be humorous.
You never know with Terraza. That's a crazy lady.
I think all of them are quite crazy, honestly, from what I understand.
Well, and arrogance will get you.
Well,
It's an option.
do we really want to go to Ketra's domain and fight her there? That seems like the best place for her to kill us.
But that's what my only argument is there's no reason for her to think we could get there. Or that we even knew where it was.
I guess that's a fair point.
So it'd be less. It is home turf, but I mean, so is Droam, so is the Crag, and they know people are coming for them there.
If Bree takes, starts to lay siege to the Great Crag, do you feel like she'll take the battlefield, or maybe retreat back into her hidey hole?
I mean, as far as I'm aware, the only one of them to historically be present on the battlefield was Maina, I think. Damn.
I would imagine it'll probably be more her move to disguise herself as some sort of person and start slitting the throats of generals and stuff like that.
Or, magically altering their brain.
Oh yeah, sure.
I don't think that we should leave them time to do whatever fuckery they're gonna do.
Yeah.
At least not much. So.
It is possible that I could try and figure out some more details about her domain. I could at least look into it.
And to clarify, DM, you said that didn't appear to be like a personalized like pocket dimension. That was straight up a place in the Feywild.
Oh. Yeah. Well, that makes it probably a little bit more tricky.
Yeah. That's a whole bitch. But that also means that it's not entirely within her control.
It also means that I could perhaps nail down some details.
Is there any way we can get some reconnaissance on what the Great Crag's looking like?
I can be invisible and go look.
We could straight up go if we've got a couple days. We could send a couple people with Slick, or Slick. You and Slick could accompany some folks. back towards the portal.
Does Slick have to be a dog for him to use his ability?
Does Slick have to be a dog? If it changes his, it's gonna work just like it would for you.
Okay.
So his abilities are gonna like go
Gotcha.
away and be something else if he's changed, right?
Gotcha. All right.
But if he has access to his racial abilities when his race is changed, then go for it. I don't know if something like that exists.
Right. The flying dog.
He is a flying dog.
He has flying boots.
Generally, it kind of raises an alarm if there is an unarmored flying dog versus a pigeon.
A Fido jet just.
Fido jet.
That's true until you get the one like soldier in the Great Crag
Yeah.
who's a big bird guy, and he's
We're
like,
gonna-
"Well, that race of that species of pigeons is not native here to Droam. Shoot that fucker down."
That's a 3-speckled rock pigeon. That's
That's native
from
to Breland.
Nerds everywhere.
We only
sure
have
there's
gray
one
hooded
somewhere.
pigeons here. Square up. That's to polymorph. then.
Bugbear adjusts his spectacles. Like, I do. I'm pretty sure. It's like,
Yeah, I suppose we could get Slick to and a couple of people to go and take a peek at what type of defenses that they're using and see what's going on with that. See what we're going to be up against, and maybe I don't know. I don't like the concept of us having to assault the Great Crag. I don't think that that's going to be good numbers for trying to stop Zoriat.
right, but at the same time, I mean, I think the best way we help them clear the crag is by making sure the daughters can't fuck everything up.
So how do we find out where the daughters are then? Anybody got any great ideas? Unless they go for a nature walk, I'm not going to be much help.
Philo checks his spell book.
I mean, our options are either comb the crag for them, hold on, I'm trying to think of a different option. For Katra specifically, go hang out outside of her hut in the Feywild. If she shows up, or actually, well, for Katra also, rather than combing the entire crag, we go to her castle that is somewhere in the top.
I
see.
could try and find out where she's at.
If we know
Okay.
she's in the castle, rather than trying to fight her in her castle, I say we just bring the castle down around her and then see when she pops out.
More terrorism, I see.
Well, you know, it didn't go so hot the last time we fought.
Yep.
Hard to fall off a castle if you leave no castle to fall off of.
So true. Milo, how would you be able to find her? Or either of them, I suppose.
Same as on the island. Little tricky, but I can try and peer into the void.
Contact other plane.
Every
You know
fighter
what?
you leave in the crag is someone who can come up behind you.
What?
Every fighter you leave in the crag is one that can come up behind you when you're not looking.
I'm not saying the crag will not be sieged, but dealing with the daughters is probably primary. Because I mean, if there are no daughters to lead them, I think the Brailish army has a pretty solid chance of handling themselves.
I'm gonna ask Ancient Blue Dragon if they have any ideas of how to find a couple of old hags.
Hey, I'll get you. How are you? Hey, what's up?
Phone a friend, lifeline.
So you're gonna do contact other plane?
we'll both contact the plane. So we're like, let me call a guy.
Do you know what the ancient capital of Mesopotamia was? Because I've come to blank, honestly.
Unless your contact other plane is to talk to the same dragon.
Yeah, mine has
It's a
been
conference
flavored as
call.
peering into various potential realities, so not exactly identical concept.
That's brazy.
Okay.
Who's going first?
She's married to the Muffin Man.
The Muffin Man.
The Muffin Man. The Muffin Man.
Who's going first? Milo or Artyom?
Well, Artyom, go first. I'm
Okay.
formulating my questions right now.
The Argon.
Yeah, I'll zap that on up then.
Okay. You're gonna do contact other plane. Can you cast that today?
Is it still the same day that we just had the fight?
Yeah. Yeah. This is
No,
that night.
absolutely
It's-
not.
Yeah. Okay.
It's also a ritual spell. You can cast it
Is
as
it?
a ritual. Yes,
Hell
it
yeah,
is.
I can do it for sure.
So you can do it. Okay. Alrighty. Give me just 1 second. I'll look some stuff up. But your consciousness extends out across the plains, heading towards the dark end in between lands of the plane of law, heading towards the top of the mountain where your mind connects with Hage Shiryu.
Yep.
Before you
Yep.
say a word.
Hello, you gave me this ability.
And I am starting to regret it.
All
Wish
right.
I'd never given you my number.
Yeah, basically.
What's it been? 20 minutes?
It's been a long time. So we're trying to find a couple of very extraordinarily powerful and political hags, 2 of the members of the Daughter of Sorkel, which keep themselves protected from scrying. We didn't know if you might know any ancient tricks or remedies to get past maybe their brand of hag magic for blocking scrying.
Non-detection magics. Simple they are, quite powerful. Even against the most powerful of oracles, they are quite effective. Removing those spells can be a challenge unless you're around them. Unless you have another way of viewing their surroundings or someone around them.
All right, I'll keep that in mind. So you're suggesting if maybe we had someone that could get close to them, or is frequently close to them, we could scry on them, or if we know the location that they are at often, to scry on that location, not necessarily them as an individual.
Check the spell real quick. Why D&D Beyond, when I type in scry, it is the first spell to come up teleport?
I
Okay.
think you spelled scry wrong.
Yeah, weirdly I put a teleport in there.
Weird way to spell scry. That's all I'm saying.
She says to you, do not forget, with a scrying spell, it does not have to be on a person. You can scry on a place.
Okay. How you been? You know, I was going to get some tea and bring it back here, but then my whole house and shit burned down.
If I send you some tea, will you not contact me for a year?
You don't even know how long a year is. No offense.
Fuck.
I could. This is the plain of law. I won't lie to you. No.
Did you have any other questions for Haggish? Are you here?
No.
Okay.
I'll leave her alone.
Sure.
I'm sure she's got her own problems.
She's like, by the way, don't forget about the universal weak spot on all hags. Like, wait, what? No.
It's their left
Armpit.
No.
pinky. Their leftmost eyelash. Yep. Good
Gotta
luck.
pluck it.
Oh shit.
I think there'd be a lot more hags with helmets.
Just eye patches.
A lot of pirate hags in Eberron.
Man, I gotta write that down. That's a good idea.
Pirate hags.
That too.
They just have 3 big galleons.
That'd go hard.
The daughters of Sorakel. All right.
They're the most fearsome buccaneers.
Milo.
So, what'd you learn?
Hey, she just suggested that maybe we figure out some people that might be close to them, that we could scry on them, or on specific locations that we know that they might be or might be frequenting. So it's solid information, basic stuff, but still something that is going to be a little risky to do, to get eyes on it or know someone who's close to them. I don't imagine Taraza is going to fall for a simple, invisibility spell or disguise self or something. Magical disguise.
See. Okay. People near them. No clear way to directly disrupt their protective magics. Let's see what we got.
I mean, didn't you work for them once upon a time, Milo?
No, I worked for the horrifying entity that we believe they may be in cahoots with.
So, yes?
I didn't interact with them directly or even really see much of them.
That I believe. I think that was already covered, right, DM?
Correct.
Okay.
So I was like, hold on, I might be telling lies. Hold on, I'm sorry.
Shouldn't tell lies, Milo.
Well, here goes nothing.
And in what appears to be an incredibly anticlimactic display, we'll begin lining up dominoes. For 14 minutes.
Okay.
Or 15 minutes.
We're not going to sit here in silence for 15 minutes. We can fast forward
I
to
will
the
role
end of
play.
it.
You can't
Why
stop me.
not?
So as Milo lines these up, anyone close enough would see his eyes go dark, and he will begin using the structure of the dominoes as kind of a centering device to peer into the void. Have my questions when you are ready, DM.
Yeah, ready to go.
What object or objects would be the best target for a divination spell against the Sisters of Sorakel, or the Daughters of Sorakel?
What objects to scry on? Is that what you're looking for?
Scry-on, target of divination spells in general. I know there are a great number of different ways to accomplish approximately the same result.
What's up, James?
Hey.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was still
It's all good.
muted. Sorry.
Okay.
Also, my intelligence saving throw is a 23.
Oh yeah, what was yours there, RTM?
My intelligence saving throw?
Yeah.
15? I don't remember what the DC is.
I think it's your spell
15.
save DC. Oh, okay. Is it 15?
Yep.
All right.
Oh, is it really 15? I
It
totally
is
forgot.
15.
Hell yeah.
Let's see here.
Oh, it's actually way higher than 15. It's 21. I forgot. Proficient with intelligence saving throws for druids.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yep.
You gotta know a lot about nature.
So what objects would be the most effective to scry on? For it comes back with an answer for Sorokatra. And that would be the amulet that she wears around her neck. And the robes that she wears. They're connected to her and her magics. For Sora, it's Raza. You're not sure.
Noted. Do one or either of the sisters have any particular weaknesses?
Let me make sure I'm not robbing y'all out of anything by rolling these checks. Because I'm rolling them like knowledge checks. But I want to make sure I'm not screwing y'all out of anything.
That's probably appropriate because in a really weird way, Milo is using contact other plane to contact himself, but in the void. So functionally what he could or couldn't figure out. So
okay, so yeah, they're not necessarily all knowing. So what was your question there? Or do they have any weaknesses?
yeah, insofar as like the statue that we just handled, or just straight up like damage vulnerabilities.
Unclear. For both.
Do the daughters have a powerful ally of which we are unaware?
I'm gonna give it advantage.
Hell yeah. Spaghetti Wizard. He's a traitor.
Say your question again.
Do the daughters of Sorakel have a powerful ally of which we are not already aware?
Wait, how to think about it. He's like, how many of them do they know about already?
It tells you to rephrase your question.
I like that.
Not that it won't answer it, to rephrase it.
While he's thinking about how to phrase that,
Yeah.
DM, correct me if I'm wrong, we have attempted to scry on both Autumn and Jayla, right? And those attempts failed.
I believe Jayla was attempted to be scried on. I don't know if Autumn has yet. If attempts are made to scry on Autumn, that will fail.
They will fail. Okay. I think probably what happened is we tried scrying on Jayla and that didn't work, and we went, well, they got taken by the same people, so probably won't work on her. Okay.
Okay. We're getting into like some Fae-esque specificity here. Do either or both of the daughters of Sorakel have a peer, servant, or associate of magical or political import whose association or loyalty to the daughters we are not aware of explicitly?
That also feels very like devil. Like,
yeah,
very
right.
lawful evil.
That's very like fiendish contract sort of language.
Yeah, it's like. Ugh.
I said to rephrase the question, not to get into fucking legalese with me. All right.
Your
I'll
Honor.
put his glasses that he hasn't worn the entire time on back on. Like,
Now they're square
good.
frames though. They're square frames, and now they fit on just the tip of his nose.
One more time. Say it again. Slowly.
Do either or both of the daughters of Sorakel have a peer, servant, or associate of magical or political significance whose association or loyalty to the daughters we are not aware of explicitly?
First going
See,
into the Mind Palace.
Well, I'm trying to think of the folks that you consider. Who currently does Milo consider allies of either or of the daughters?
Dude in a tower, or
Ordain the
his
Flesh Eater.
own previous patron. Any and all associates of the Plane of Madness.
Okay.
And I believe we've already covered down on like low-level lieutenants and stuff, the people that field their troops. We are not actually 100% confirmed on House Orion, so that one would be up in the air, I think.
Okay. Yes.
What allies do the sisters keep close to them physically?
Yes.
That's a what question, not a yes or no.
Well, I will
All.
say they're supposed to be answered in one word. I've been very, very, very open to interpretation about this. And you said what allies are by their side?
Yeah, who do they keep close to them physically?
Let's see if
The voices just say Frank.
Parents. If you remove all the spaces, it's technically all one word.
So, all right. How many questions do you get total?
5.
5.
I got one more after this.
I'm gonna say either if you're asking this question for both of them, which will end the spell, or you get an answer for Katra or Terraza, not both.
We'll do Katra is the seer, right?
No.
Katra is the
Terraza's the oracle.
Okay, Katra then.
Katra, knights.
Knights. Good.
Oh, we knew that already, unfortunately.
What weapon or tool that we do not already possess would be of great use to us against the daughters?
A big fuck off rock. Squish.
Y'all have that though.
We do?
Meteor swarm.
That's a bunch of individual rocks. It's not the same as one ginormous rock.
A bunch of little rocks that do 40d6. My bad.
It's
He
not.
says
the
he
same,
wants
man.
to turn the Great Crag into the Great Crater.
I want to pull the moon down on these bitches. I want to hit them with a Thanos. Fucking yank.
Weapon that you do not currently possess that would help
Weapon
you,
or tool?
or tool not currently possess to help you in the fight with the daughters.
Let me rephrase that to we do not already have access to. It's not in your possession, it's in the armory 3 miles away. Fuck. Please, sir, can I have a MacGuffin?
Can I have a McGuffin? Please, sir, can I have a McMuffin?
Are you asking this for Katra or
okay.
Terrazzo?
Terrazzo.
For Terrazzo.
Katra's more immediate, but Terrazzo, I think Milo would consider to be the greater overall threat to the party as a whole and the mission.
She do be peering into the future.
Motherfucker, this is hard. Don't be a DM. This is difficult.
Difficult.
It made my brain hurt.
Man, I don't think that's because of the DM and
It's just because of thinking.
you just think too hard
That's true.
in general. That's why you're not supposed to read.
Flamekeeper.
Interesting.
I'm not sure if that's comforting.
You know what? I'm so pleased that the nebulous entities or whatever that he is asking questions to refer to her as Flamekeeper. I have changed the universe.
I'm gonna say that's what it does. Like as you're looking through these ripples of time, peering into the void, like your answers come.
Alternate reality.
Yeah. Your answers come in like just flashes of memories that give you these one word. And when you ask this question, you're sorting through these times. It just like sort of pans onto a picture of Gandalf, and he says Flamekeeper and laughs, and that's when the spell ends.
Yeah, they just see Milo's been sitting there for 15 solid minutes, like staring off into space. Towards the end of it, like taps the dominoes, and they. As the last one falls, his eyes snap open. Just
Flamekeeper. Keeper of the flame. What the fuck?
What?
Nothing.
Yeah, we still have to get her, so we probably don't need to bring the whole city down in case she's inside.
Correct.
Probably don't need to crash the whole castle. She's still like, what, 10?
We may need her in the fight against
What?
the seer.
She's 15 now. Lucas speaks up.
They grow up so fast.
Yeah.
What about her?
Daughters. Oh, the Keeper of the Flame may be a powerful, maybe even crucial weapon against the daughters of Sorakal, specifically Sora Terrazzo, their seer. I got some other small details, none of it super clear, but every little bit helps.
Question.
Mhm.
Damn. I can't remember. Is there anything already in the iron flask that we got?
Yes.
There is something in there, but we don't know what.
Nope. Nobody's opened it up.
Right. Because it's only friendly for an hour.
It's gonna be like just a guy.
Just some dude.
He's like, I'm a
thank
bartender.
God, I've been in there for 20 years.
I mean, I'm gonna be real with y'all. We're
He's
rolling for it.
He just pops out and he's like, and so the red, what the fuck?
Yeah, dude, no, that's what Kyrie did. That's their most important, like, political prisoners. They didn't put you in fucking isolation. They put you in an iron flask.
I'm just already planning what to do with tomorrow's ritual casting of Contact Other Plane. Only one question: what's in the iron flask?
I'm really hoping for a 96 when we pop that bad boy open. Just fucking Solar comes out like, yeah, fucking beat their ass.
it immediately turns to Milo like, oh.
No. For 1 hour, they're our friend. We have 1 hour.
It turns to Milo and says, in 60 minutes.
Your ass is grass in 60 minutes and 1 second. Easy.
I wasn't able to dig up any other weaknesses. They do have allies of some kind of significance that we aren't very directly aware of, although it could have been referring to House Orient. I didn't find anything new about their direct companions, just the same information about Sorakatra's knights. But the crucial piece, maybe, besides about the Keeper of the Flame, is that we could possibly be able to scry on Sorakatra's amulet, or also her robes. I suppose she doesn't keep many changes of clothes. It may be of magical significance.
Wait, she don't change her clothes?
Probably cleans
Not
Just
one of
her
you have changed your clothes this entire campaign, with the exception of like Gandalf in character. That's all I'm saying. Like,
Hello?
at least
I
one
changed
re-outfit.
so many things.
I changed to winter clothing, thank you. But
okay,
His clothes twice.
a lot of you have changed
Thank you.
twice, maybe 3 times in 150 episodes, and
I have changed in incredible
got-
ways.
Listen,
Kevin just had the same outfit 20 times.
We had a cleaning orb on our ship, okay?
to be fair, I mean, you guys are lucky Artyom was putting on clothes. He's just doing it to fit in.
I feel like wearing the armor with no clothing underneath would be very unpleasant.
There's padding. You can
Have
put
you
padding.
heard of chafing?
That dude, not just shaving, it would pinch. It would be bad. Like,
in any
Get a
case,
high-pitched squeal
regardless,
mid-combat.
that's disadvantage in concentration checks for
this
sure.
magical armor, the armor of purple nurple.
the blood blisters would be horrible.
Oh man. So,
We call this the snake beheader. What?
anyways,
Oh shit.
All right. Man, I wish you would have not. I wish we would have. You did your scribe before mine, because I would have asked the dragon if we know where we could find great big sources of like flame keeper energy, or a way to detect it better.
Well, I'm pretty sure that Jayla is being very purposefully hidden, so I don't know if we'd be able to detect her, even if we knew that we were looking specifically for her.
All right.
Okay. I mean, I think it's a pretty easy choice. While it's still not much, we know more about Katra
Yeah.
than we know about the Raza.
Well, and now we at least know how to look in, at least on the short term.
Right. Do we want to go ahead and make sure that works?
What level spells scry?
Fifth or fourth.
Fourth.
Five.
Okay.
It is 5.
We've
We've
had time for a
It is
arcane
fifth.
recovery by now. Okay.
it is 5th level. Making sure that was
If we've had time for a short rest, then yes.
okie dokie.
I will give it a shot, I suppose.
I can try the scry on, but it's not a big deal. Did Katra ever reveal herself fully during that fight? I don't remember.
To Gandalf, she did.
Did she reveal herself when she was like dipping out?
The thing is, she was still wearing those robes that she just sort of cut off a flesh suit that sort of sloughed off of her.
Oh, okay, cool.
That is so gross.
You saw this. You watched it happen.
It doesn't make it not
It's
nasty.
practically your fault.
You probably like
Oh
were
my
like
God.
kissing and squeezing on that flesh suit too. You're a
Mhm.
fucking weirdo.
Yeah, essentially.
I bet PvP
You.
it is. Very well.
What does,
We'll
What does-
duel in the morning. Give me just a minute.
Yeah, no, I say the
No,
only
we'll
ones.
fight right now.
The only
I
ones
got 90
that
hit
didn't
points.
see were probably, well, Milo because he wasn't around, Otto because he was shoulder tackling, killing Caius into the dirt, and yeah, Pip because she wasn't there, but also the folks that were in the air. So Azur, Kaushik, and who else stayed in the air? Azur, Kaushik, and Crowley. And Gorham at the time was also in the air.
On me.
Were they on you?
Yeah, remember Gorham tried to weigh me out of the sky.
With that
Right.
heavy hammer.
That's right.
Good times.
So,
what does Pip know about Sorakatra? Does she know anything specifically, or just only what they're relaying to her?
Yeah, I mean, all of this is pretty new information to everybody here. You could give me a history or an arcana check if you want, but this is mostly going to be like stories of Katra as a hag, nothing specific.
Okay.
Yeah, but you
I'm
guys
just thinking,
have
even
already...
if she.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was just thinking, even if she knew like childhood stories or urban legends or anything like that. So
without a doubt,
yeah.
there's not even a role needed for that. You absolutely know childhood stories about Katra. All three of them coming to eat kids if they're bad, stuff like that. Like there's hundreds and hundreds of stories out there, which Maina pretty much confirmed that, hey, rumors are true. She threw back a little snack in mid-fight. So
There's bad kids though.
you all would have seen, or not you all, but everyone that was there at the Crown Home would have seen her though in her robe and her amulet.
Let's give it a shoot.
Okay.
Give it a whirl.
Let's see.
Clothes get a save.
They do.
Fuck. That's fucking crazy. It's an intelligent robe. It needs intelligent weapons. Intelligent robe. Goes hard.
What is your spell save DC? I think that gets it actually.
20.
You attempt to reach out. You are not able to today. Unlike when you attempted to scry on Katra and Taraza, the spell did not instantly fail.
I guess we'll give it a shot on the amulet.
Oh, yeah. It is a different item.
Yeah.
Okay. Look into the lantern. Once again, your eyes take off. I turned my other monitor vertical, and it's cool and everything for like layout stuff, but when it comes to moving my mouse to the other monitor, it is proving to be fucking
A little
annoying.
funky.
You can edit that. I can show you how if you don't know how.
Yeah. I can look at it, but I just didn't do it right before I did it because I was like looking at I was like, man, this really makes stat blocks really nice and fucking easy to look at. And I can like have 2, maybe 3 pages of my notes. This is super cool. So, you scry on the amulet.
That's ominous.
Artyom, your eye appears, the eye of the amulet, as you look through. Are you projecting this on the wall?
Yep.
Okay. Then you will see a pair of porcelain colored arms, lithe, beautiful, stirring away at something that bubbles within a cauldron. You see, she scoops down into it, several things plunking down into a bowl, along with just a deep, sort of dark colored broth. Turns, steps up some creaky stairs, in a room that Gandalin will find familiar. Katra's hut. She walks up the creaky stairs. In the next part, you see Autumn on a bed, laying down. So much further along in her pregnancy than she should be.
Oh,
Days away. As you hear Katra step up to her, serving her this bowl of broth. Autumn just sort of meekly takes it. I will take care of you, dear. No worries. Just keep eating. You'll be out of here very soon, I promise. Autumn doesn't say as much, just sort of takes it with a whimper. Amulet turns towards a window where you see fetid swamp and marsh, sort of green glowing haze around the area. Out in what would be essentially the yard of this hut, massive standing knights, one of black, one of white, one of red, patrolling the outside. She serves, she takes one last look back at Autumn, and while you can't see it, you feel her take a smile and a deep breath in. And she covers her amulet. Artian. Actually, you know what? We'll make it a check. I won't just. She's pretty good at this.
When I see that she goes to grab the the amulet, does that motion feel like I just noticed something, or does it feel like she's about to use this as a focus and as like let me grab this amulet to do a thing?
Make an insight check.
Well, wisdom boy.
19.
It's pretty good.
Bad.
It's pretty good.
I do have to say, she is quite deceptive.
Yeah.
You're not entirely sure, as the fingers just sort of slowly curl around it. Artium, I want you to give me a wisdom saving throw, which you're pretty good at.
All right. That's a 26.
That is what you needed.
Hey.
Fuck me, I don't want to make any wisdom saves against her. I will fail.
Yes.
Huh.
Artium, her fingers cover, obscuring your vision. You're still able to see through. But as you do, you just feel like ethereal fingers wrap around your mind in like just a sensual motion, as if someone's grabbing the back of your head to bring you in for a kiss. A charm effect, a hex, to bring you onto her side that Gorham and Crowley fell to in Crown Hall. And you cut the scrying spell.
During all of this, it was projected for us all to see, right?
Yep.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Archie.
But before that, if there's any time, do I get to still do our one check that we can do, or would the insight have been taken up by that?
You can do a check. What are you looking for?
Perception check. I want to make sure that this isn't bait.
That it's not bait. Okay.
Yeah.
Go for it.
So like a perception check, then notice if there's anything weird. 25, 13 plus 12. Does it seem like it could be an illusion or anything like that? Or does this seem like super real? Trying to see if there's like any sort of, I don't know, like detail that might seem off that would be aligned with illusory magic or something like that.
You look through for illusory magic on a 25, looking around the hut, the outside glimpse that you got of the swamps around in the area. You don't think so. You think you saw something that you weren't supposed to see.
We're supposed to serve.
You weren't supposed to
Sir.
She had that
creepy that you weren't supposed to see.
Artyom, did you get a glimpse in like a mirror or a cup or a bowl or anything of her, what she might have looked like?
You guys have seen
I think
her.
it was from her
Okay.
chest,
So
so
she-
you saw like her arms and stuff.
Yeah. You got like first person, if you've ever played like first person games where you only see your hands and if you look down you can see your feet, that's what you got.
Yeah, that's why I didn't know if he had seen her reflection in
I'll say
anything.
you saw a reflection in sort of a mirror.
DM, what I was getting ready to ask a minute ago was it evident or determinable to Milo based on the appearance and additional ingredients that she was putting in what that potion she was working on was?
Oh
I
shit!
guess in the same
Hell
vein
yeah.
of what my freebie being knowledge arcana.
Sure. Make an arcana check for me.
And if I could assist him because of medicine, would that be
Sure. Yeah.
okay? So advantage for him then?
If you're giving them the help action, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
I have a character sheet somewhere, I swear to God.
And you realize you give your players a fucking HD TV of scrying. It's like, God damn it.
I mean, see, it's like we're just projecting it, so they're like
They're watching the footage, reviewing it.
to review the play.
So I got to roll at advantage, right?
Correct.
Okay. $35.
Jesus.
It was a 31, but advantage.
With a 35, you're looking over these ingredients and you have to think back in like, because this isn't modern medicine, this is or arcana, this is like,
I learned this in home ec class.
yeah, this is like old shit that Milo may have gotten in trouble for reading at in Sharn, like forbidden books type of stuff that you sort of recall. It's like I fucking misty step, grab a book I wasn't supposed to and went back to my dorm with it, and it's like now I know a bunch of gross shit and actually I should have left it on the shelf. You think that concoction that she was working on with a 35 is a couple of things. One, it is the source of the magical enhancement of Autumn's pregnancy. But there are also things in there like corrupting ingredients, like curse type ingredients. Like she is trying to influence from within the womb sort of deal.
The baby.
Correct.
With that 35, would Milo know of antidote or counteractive decorrupting measures or ingredients, potions, something that could be done to counteract that.
Yeah, I mean, with a 35, essentially it's going to come down to stopping it, because you don't think that even though this, that the corruption is being done currently, it's not something that's going to just be able to be done at birth and then stopped. It's not going to be hands off after that point. This is getting it to clay where it's easier to mold, right? If that makes sense.
Gotcha.
This is making the child more prone to more evil things. That way, when she starts molding it, which you assume is her intention here, it is much more pliable and easier to work with.
Okay.
Hags are fucked up.
Yes.
In those reflections, did Gandalf get a good look at what her amulet looked like?
I would say so. Did Gainwin specifically, or were you looking for amulet?
Gandalf specifically, because what I'm getting to is, like, I want to know if Pippa gives him her paints, can he paint a replica of the amulet?
I would say yeah, that you could do that with pretty much no issue. It wouldn't be functional
Because
or
he's the
anything.
artist. Yeah, no, for sure. But him being the artist, because then, like, as they're watching this and everything, like, if you had turned around, most people wouldn't, but Pippa's in the back, and as she's seeing, like, Autumn, and as she sees the reflections of Sorakatra, she is practicing changing to look like both of them. And so wanting to know if, like, to look like Sorakatra, she would need to have the amulet.
Yeah.
And okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Give me a quick perception check.
Okay.
Well, she rolls that DM. With access to a kingdom and teleport spells, how difficult would it be to get spell components that we do not currently have?
You guys have an untold amount of gold and supplies within the bag of holding right now. I am essentially going to waive most spell components at this point. If there is something wild like the skull of an undead lich from 1 billion years ago, then we can talk about it, but you can just tell me what it is and we'll probably work it out. What was that perception check?
And it's like a 22.
That's very good. With a 22, you are...
I'm worried about the hag thing.
With a 22, you're easily able to sort of mimic her appearance here, and then also paint up the amulet.
Okay, and also to mimic Autumn's appearance as well.
Sure, yeah. Gandalf, the woman who took your baby mama, and your baby mama just appears beside you a couple of times during this vision.
Does his very best to ignore it with a wisdom save of 16.
Probably because, like, she'll have to practice a couple times, right, to fine tune, and, like, as she's watching whoever she's seeing, she's like, focus on the details.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
DM.
Uh-huh.
I was going back to the spell earlier. Is the implication about the Keeper of the Flame being a weapon or tool implying that there is an object tying to that, or just referring to her as a person being a weapon or a tool?
Her as a person.
Just occurred to me. Her as a person. Okay, I was like, wait a minute.
Recall that
She like a construct?
The Keeper of the Silver Flame is also prescient to one degree or another when she is within Flamekeep.
I remember. I was just like, wait a minute, is there like some other element here that we weren't aware of? I'm sorry.
All good. So. lots of information here. To keep things moving, you guys have a bit more information about this. The question is, at this point, do you leave Breland? Do you leave Breland to their own devices to march across Droam? Do you assist them?
I think we want. And this is just me spitballing. I don't know how useful this actually be. I think it would be useful for them for the daughters to think we are escorting them. Because what would you say, DM? What would be the toughest, like, spots on the road from Six Kings to the Great Crag for the Breelish army? Like, I feel like obviously Grey Wall is probably gonna be a pretty big hang up since it's right on that path.
Right. Give me 1 second as I pull up my map. Mostly Grey Wall. There are some things that like scouts will bring back, but that you will not, you won't know about because you won't be there unless you accompany them. The ones that you're looking at on the map themselves would be Grey Wall. It would be Grimstone and Stonejaw. That's where Grog's from.
Oh, shit.
Those areas are going to be like of serious impact to the Breelish forces as they're walking to the crag.
I was just thinking that maybe we should make sure to be seen assisting in the assault and of maybe one or two of these places while they move along, so that that hopefully word would get to the daughters. Because right now I assume we're all trying to stay in relative proximity to Artyom for the most part to make sure that we're not getting scryed on.
Right outside of the mansion, yeah.
Right, yeah, outside of the mansion, right, exactly. So if we make sure that, we are seen, and that's some of the only intelligence that the daughters are getting, then hopefully they will assume that we're accompanying them the whole way.
I say what if we're going to try and do a plan where we are made to look like we are accompanying them, maybe we could send out some sort of feelers into the Breelish army and ask them to send us every changeling they might have on the front line. We can get them some clothes that look similar to us and have them walk amongst their ranks without me being amongst you, so they'll think I'm going to do more terrorist things.
Furthermore, having someone to look like me, I will be needing to accomplish some things, preparations.
Right. Well, if there's preparations that are needing to be done, we can at least accompany them until those are finished.
I don't think we should waste any time, personally. I think the biggest question we have is, do we try to assault Katra while she might not be looking as soon as we wake up as first thing in the morning, or do we try to figure out now, before we sleep, how we can get the Flamekeeper?
Do you not think she's looking now that she noticed you scrying on her amulet?
We also don't know where Jayla is. Not exactly. I suspect that if Autumn is in the hands of Katra, that probably Taraza has Jayla.
The thing is that if we go and we assault Katra and we win, and we kill her, or even if we just get your kid out of there, they're going to, however tight they have security on the Flamekeeper, it's going to double or triple.
If we go, we need to make sure that nobody walks out to warn them that this art. Like, they may suspect, but as little concrete information needs to escape that place as possible. So if we go there, Katra needs to not get away.
Pippa's gonna look straight at Gandalf and lock eyes and be like, "What's the priority? And what is the price you're willing to pay?"
Katra dies. He just looks away from her.
Hi.
And then we hopefully
will
move
be-
from there quickly to locating the Flamekeeper and Terraza.
In addition to the combat preparations that I'll be making, I can spare some daily efforts to try and perform some reconnaissance, figure out where exactly Sora Katra is keeping
We can get to Sorakatra like that. We can be in her room in the blink of an eye. Even if we plane shift now, Slick's seeing exactly where she's at. We can get there.
I will say, Slick's ability, he needs to be there. It'll be a survival check, and it'll be an advantage, but
Give him a little sniff of the sliver.
Crowley can inspire him. I believe it.
I appreciate this, sir. I believe in you too.
I'll give him a pet.
You're it's calming.
Very calming.
Things are gonna be okay.
We got this, guys.
So if the plan is,
if
so
we
we're
can. Sorry, go ahead.
no, go ahead, Milo.
If it is strictly based on being able to trust Slick and his ability to track, we could go there right now.
I can go there right now. I'm almost dead. I have no energy. I just spent everything
This is
I
the
had left.
following day, I thought.
This is the same evening.
Y'all are watching movies the night after a battle right now. That's what this
Gotcha.
is. We have not gone on to the next day quite yet.
Gotcha.
Yep.
If only there was some kind of fortress of intellect we could use to stop us from getting charmed.
What the fuck does that mean?
Might have
Something
that spell.
to guard us from things invading our
I
body.
have a different crown. For that. I don't know how big of a difference it'll make.
We should be putting rapidly into motion whatever plans we decide on. I don't know if we exactly have them on the back foot, but whatever the closest thing to it is, this advantage we need to press.
So if we pop
Koshi.
up there, oh,
Go ahead.
go ahead, Artyom. Go ahead.
Kaushik, you have that amazing meal you helped make that made us more brave. Is there a way you could make one that would make us less susceptible for being charmed or ensorcelled or dominated?
Does the Heroes Feast do that?
No.
No, it does not.
Heroes Feast gives you advantage on wisdom saves, so in a way it does.
Which is the exact same thing.
But
that,
immunity to
Yeah.
fear. I didn't know if it was possible for there to be like some sort of way for like Kaushik to do some like spell shaping or working or something to make a different like I don't know, hag killer's feast. Instead of fear immunity, you have charm immunity.
I'm gonna say, since there are spells for that, unless you have them, no.
It's every shot you don't take.
start
That's
start
fair.
killing people and using what's it called? Your resurrection that can change people's race. Start making people elves.
You want me to start? I'm gonna need a lot of incense, fellas. There's just all of these trees just keep sprouting up along the way to.
Damn it, not an elf. Kill him again.
Jesus Christ.
So,
Yes.
are there any other things we're going to do tonight specifically? Or can we?
I feel like we need a plan.
Yeah, I
This is-
feel like
we're gonna pop in.
Yeah.
We need a fucking plan. This is not show up and everybody do your own thing time, folks.
Well, aren't we proceeding along with the army and then going from there to Sorakatra?
Correct.
no.
At least for a
Right.
little
we
And
while.
what are
proceed
we
with the
gonna do
army.
when we show up there?
Well, that's what I'm saying is we have several days. I mean, completely out of character. I'm just trying to make sure we're chugging along so we don't spend like an hour planning so that we can actually get stuff
Is
done on
there
screen.
something specifically that we're needing to prepare? I think as part of the planning session is going like, well, actually, I can do this thing, but I would need, 2 days to get it ready, and it is significantly, influential enough that it's worth giving them the extra prep time.
So I'm thinking I'm sorry, Cody. I'm speaking over you.
Oh, I was just saying, like, a way to expedite this might be for like each person to do their. DM, how many days would it take for us to march the soldiers into the crag?
To the crag, you're looking at about 5 days to march the army there.
Yeah, so does anyone? I guess each of us can just go in order, but like, here's our 5-day thing.
I don't want to spend
5
another
days.
day doing anything until we're either getting the Keeper of the Flame or assaulting Katra's hut. Like, I would prefer to do one or the other of those things the next morning.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
But
We just killed one of the daughters. Yeah, if there's something extraordinarily important that would change that viewpoint, by all means, say it.
I was saying, because that's 5 days of bigger projects, crafting, like potions, stuff like that, ammunition, any improvements on anyone's gear. We're not going to get much downtime between now and the finale, so I'm saying we should probably take what we can get to bolster our shite.
Right, but downtime works on both sides, and we just let them know for sure that we can kill them.
Do we want to let risk the Breelish?
I'll say this just so everybody has some pros and cons of you. I know you guys want to get in there as well. The other side of that is Breland without you has a sincere chance of losing, and the armies here lose. That is the sort of cost. But pros and cons here. You get there immediately, you catch them off guard, However, Breland continues without you. Breland has a chance of losing. You have a chance of losing Breland in the fight afterwards.
Is this Breland's only army?
Breland is assaulting Droam right now across the Grey Wall Mountains. This is a battle that's happening right here, and there are tens of thousands of soldiers, but they are lining like the Grey Wall Mountains with scouting troops. Navies are going to the south of Droam. This is a war to kill the daughters of Sorakel. This is an all-out war. Breland is acting on their own right now in a sense of just looking for vengeance.
Right, and minus Maena, Breland has no, for lack of a better word, heroic figures of their own at the helms of any of their militaries.
None that are gonna rival the likes of you.
Right, but none that are going to be rivals. I mean, obviously not rivals of Maena, but to a lesser degree. Like
I'm not saying they're going to get wiped. I'm saying it's going to be a coin flip.
Well, this is a war. To instigate an entire war that's not going to be over and figured out in a matter of days. I would assume. This is something. Wars drag on for weeks to months.
Sure.
Or I guess in Eberron's case, 100 years.
Or 100 years in extreme cases.
I think this particular assault could get stopped in its tracks if we are not supporting this particular movement.
Yeah.
That doesn't say. So not to waste a lot of time like doing it in character and everything, but I can tell you flat out, Pippa's going to make a really strong argument for backing Breland because 1, we got him into it. 2, there's momentum, and 3, if they get defeated behind us, then we're trapped. So that's going to be her 2 cents, and she's going to feel really strongly about it, and she's going to
I will say, we got them into jack shit. They decided to assault Droam on their own.
Oh, and 4, we're going to need them for Zoriat afterwards. Sure. If we just leave them for cannon fodder, as a cannon fodder distraction, we need everybody we can for Zoriat afterwards. So those are going to be her things.
The people of Droam are not setting armies onto Breland soil. They are being led by the daughters of Sorakel. If we chop off all 3 of these heads, I doubt that Droam will just wage war as long as Breland pulls out.
Whoever's left in charge may very well decide that it is in their best interest to surrender.
At this point, I would prefer to not even surrender. I mean, we're going to need all the fighting people we can get. We can't disarm Droam and still defeat Zoriat.
And also, and this, Jones, I just want you tell me straight up. Is this entire war going to be decided in the next 5 days if we don't interfere?
No, not the entirety of the war, but Breland is going to lose a portion of their army that is going to absolutely cripple their ability to defend anything in the coming war. That's
in 5 days.
With them
A
pushing
big
with
battle.
this, they've already lost they lost so much in this battle, and they are going to continue pushing forward to the crag that is going to be a siege.
Could we convince them to slow down, basically to like march? That's fine. Don't force these fights that could cripple them. Take it slow. Make sure that the crag knows they're coming, but wait on our signal to like make a hard push.
Yeah, I would think that, let's see. I would think the answer that you get there, talking to any commanders that are present, is that they're looking for the same thing that you're looking for, and that's going to be the head of the daughters, and they're gonna push until they have that.
Okay, yeah, but without our help, you have a very realistic chance of fucking losing. And that's just to their armies themselves. You would have lost if we hadn't been there to fight Sora Maina. You all would have been slaughtered.
So what do you suggest?
Continue to press forward. However, do not attack recklessly. Make a slow but steady approach towards the crag. Siege Grey Wall. Make sure that they know that you're coming, but that you're not that your blood is cooled. That you're no longer acting foolishly, and that you are going to make sure that you are taking the best course of action to win, not just annihilate them. We're going to be going for the remaining 2 daughters. We'll kill them, and once they are dead, we'll give you the heads up that, all right, their command structure is about to fall apart. Push.
Yeah, I don't think that they're not going to say that they're attacking foolishly, and they're not going to just throw men at the wall to die, right? This was Sora Maina was present and was tearing through their armies. You guys showed up and stopped it. This is going to be essentially, as all wars are, it's going to be even footing for a lot of the fights here. Breland just having arcane advancements over Droam is going to even the keel. With you guys, there's no contest. Without you guys, it's going to come down to rolls, plain and simple, as they push forward through Breland. As they push forward through Droam.
I don't think we're going to be able to get around the risk of not accompanying them, is what I was getting at.
Sure. I suppose. I was just trying to get them to like, don't fucking risk it. Don't risk it for the biscuit in any of these large scale battles until we tell you to go. But if they're just gonna refuse to listen to that, I don't know what the fuck else I can tell them.
I think what he's saying is that the very act of being here and pushing forward at all is risking it for the biscuit. The only way for them not to do that would be to completely hang tight.
All right.
My vote is...
Then it's a vote. Accompany them all the way to the Great Crag to make sure that they make it with minimal losses and no rolls. Or do we jump and immediately start attacking the daughters?
Just so everything's on the same page, you guys also talked about a third plan of accompanying them part of the way, and then attempting to have changelings, which are in Breland's army, have changelings mask the appearance, or I'm sorry, not mask the appearance, but acting like the Shining Vanguard still accompanying them.
Right.
that would fall through very quickly at any sort of close inspection, but the appearance would be there for a little while.
Give us like an extra day or so.
That's generous, but yeah. So, put it to a vote, and we'll move forward from here as we push up on 7 o'clock. I'll just go on my screen. RTM.
We gotta go
Immediately to the swamp.
Yeah. Or if we can figure out by the end of the night some way to figure out where the Flamekeeper is, I vote we do that first.
Okay. Kashi.
I don't know. Because I feel very strongly about Pip's point that, like, again, if they die behind us, we're trapped.
We have magic to teleport us anywhere on the continent. We're not ever trapped anywhere unless someone puts us, like, in a magical cage.
My vote's to accompany.
All the way? Okay. Gainwood.
Go to the swamp. I mean, we tried to reason with them to hold off on persecuting this very risky war, and they won't. So, that's their choice. We tried.
Right, Azur.
To the sisters.
Okay. Pip.
Accompany. She believes in a scorched earth policy. You don't leave potential problems behind. So.
Right. Accompanying all the way.
Yep.
Okay. Milo.
If we act tomorrow, it would be to go where?
To the swamp.
To the Feywild. Because that's where
we saw in the divination.
Yep, we know that's the daughter we know the most about. That is where we know one of the hostages are. And, you know, removing, like, strictly from like a objective perspective, removing hostages from their grasp is probably one of the best courses of action we can make.
Milo will very, very hesitatingly vote for the swamp.
Okay.
Which is directly in contrast to everything he has said up to the voting point.
Right. And Crowley, the vote is decided for now, but so your vote is counted nonetheless. Swamp or accompanying.
Accompanying.
4-3. 4-3 for directly to the swamp. Very well.
Are there any kind of leads that we have whatsoever about where the Flamekeeper might be?
You guys have no information on where she is.
We know nothing.
Yeah.
So we know nothing about Terraza, and we have not been able to scrounge anything in regards to
Right. That's just my biggest worry is that if we don't get the Flamekeeper out first, and that's going to be a big weapon against Terraza, then Terraza's probably going to be with the Flamekeeper.
I mean, Terraza's probably with the Flamekeeper anyway.
I don't know.
I mean, exact same. I'd say probably in a similar situation as to Katra being around Autumn. Like, I feel like each of them has one of the hostages because each of them is the most relevant to the other.
Okay.
But I mean, if you can think of a way that we can find her, I can't think of a way to locate her.
Gotcha.
So if we're acting, oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I was just saying we were able to discern the amulet for being able to like spy on Katra a little bit. We got nothing for Terraza. We have no way to look in on her without physically going there ourselves.
If we are heading directly out tomorrow, Milo will spend whatever rest of the evening is left with his 4 hours of sleep needed, scouring the fallen opponents for potential equipment since we're not going to be able to craft any, instead of seeing what he can manage to acquire.
Okay. Anybody else?
Pippa would have said when she was outvoted, she would have said in the moment, like, all right, if you insist on this, it's fine. But I would like a plan. I would like a fucking plan instead of going in with everybody doing what they feel individually. Everything hinges on surprise, and that's what you're all counting on.
I think we should prioritize taking the hostage back. They need that for a reason.
I can look like her. We can make her invisible. We can make her non-detectable. But I can only do so much at one time. Like, there needs to be a concerted effort.
If this goes through properly, we're gonna show up on their doorstep. Just like today.
On or in?
In.
So we need to, just like today, be ready to act. If it looks bad, I think that we should take the prisoner all back.
I think we should put her in here. Iron Flask.
First. That'll be
Yes.
the first action.
Well, there's something in here already. We just don't know what. But it can help us fight. It will help us fight.
Is it
I can check to see what's in there.
No, you can't.
No,
you can't.
An identify
Ian.
spell reveals
We'll
the
tell you
creatures
if it reveals if something's in it. It doesn't tell you
okay,
what.
gotcha.
And we know it's occupied already.
Um,
We pop whatever's in here out to help us fight her fucking goons.
what if it's something big and powerful and dangerous and she turns it back against us?
Well, I can try and
She
figure
can do
it
that
out as
to
well.
any of us.
As a completely separate spell, DM, could I use the spell Divination to figure out what is in the flask?
I'm gonna say no, not for this item.
It's a surprise, damn it.
If we pop up in our living room, can anyone immediately take the girl?
I think that should be the goal. She'll
I think it
probably
should be
have.
come in, pop the flask, one person, toss the flask to somebody else, put her in the flask.
Flask? Okay. It's your girl.
As far as I'm aware, this is probably the safest place we can get her without having to teleport her away.
And then we just fight?
Yeah.
All right.
Now, the strategy of that fight being... we know she's got at least 3 bodyguards. She had 4, right? And then 1 died during the scuffle at Crown Home.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
I thought 1 died. Oh.
Nope. He was just dropped from very far twice.
Oh, balls.
But there was no body found. Our team looked for it.
So there are 4. We just only saw 3
No, there's 3
in the vision.
There are only 3.
Oh, I thought there was a blue one. My bad. I thought that was missing from the...
Blue, white, right on.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so we know there. So we know she's got 3 goons. Those have to be tied up to some degree. Presumably, the question is, I'm just saying this out of character to keep shuffling.
To keep it fast, yeah.
Yeah, to keep it moving. So, question is is the attempt to just kind of tie them up and not have to, and kind of ignore them while we deal with Katra, or are we trying to burn down the ads and then fight Katra? We know those 3 are pretty chunky.
I say we're going to have to try and focus her down because not everyone's going to make their saves. Some people are probably going to get turned against us, and we need to make sure to hammer her out of the picture as quickly as possible. That would be my vote.
I agree. Like, to just try to take her out as quickly as possible.
Absolutely beat the brakes off of Katra.
If I can max DPS go in there.
Okay, so
like everybody go in like highest levels.
Right.
Like,
Those 3 knights do need to be occupied. How are they being occupied?
I can utilize some of my additional resources to try and keep them busy.
Okay, this is an out of character. What do you mean by that?
Ads. Our own ads. Add
So
the
you're
ad.
just gonna use summons. Can yours? Remember, these guys, like, one summon will get giga-fucked by these dudes.
I'm thinking same second verse, same as the first. 9th level Big B's, 9th level Draconic Spirit. That's well over 200 HP, a bunch of attacks, decent AC, and potential to grapple.
So that's one of them.
Yeah, there's
two of them.
3 of these guys.
Do
Figure
do
Big
we
B's
know
on
if,
one, Draconic on another.
do we know if they have like decent wisdom saves? Like, I mean, would something? I mean,
We
it's
know
simple
very
but like hypnotic pattern, like something to just kind of like.
Yeah.
Because we just want them distracted, right?
Well, yeah, we just need them not fucking with us while we try to
I think
kick the shit out of Katra.
Whenever
Right.
Gandalf interacted with them, wasn't there some sort of inkling that these creatures might be fey in nature?
Yes.
In which case,
okay.
charm
all right,
stuff
so
isn't gonna
no
work on
kind
them
of.
anymore.
Probably
All
not so
right.
good.
So-
Yeah.
What was that, Milo?
How, some of it is going to have to be played by ear.
Right.
How about we assign roles? Milo will try and square up with the knights.
See if he
Obviously, I think Crowley doing battlefield control, Kaushik on healing. So out of the remaining 3, who wants to be? Is it the other 3 on Sora Katra? If Milo can.
We're gonna need
And-
Crowley definitely on the Katra team because he's gonna need to be able to give us bardic inspiration so we have any chance of actually making those saves.
That's why I said
And I
battlefield
can-
control, like kind of over him and Katra over everything, or him and Kaushik over everything. Milo on the knights, Gandalf, Pippa, and Azur on Katra.
Right.
Yeah, I can-
That's
Because
3
Pippa can
big
go
damage
in
people.
invisible.
I
with
can
her
do either.
daggers.
I can try to go, Coatl form and try and just melee burst some DPS on her, or try and slow down or stop these knights, whatever. What kind of, have we seen them use teleportation magic before?
You definitely saw them use teleportation magics on Gandalf. Because so
Yes.
you know that they can plane shift.
Right.
I'm trying to think if the other one used any sort of teleportation magics. I think you also, if not, I'm gonna give it to you for free. I think you also saw Bright Day Dimension Door.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Also,
Red
I'd say
Sun.
whatever pops out of the flask. Hopefully, they're moderately useful. Tell them to go fight the knights as well.
So unless this tree is like 700 or 800 feet tall, I feel like that we're not going to have one crew fighting out in the front yard and another crew fighting Katra. I feel like they're going to be like McQueen, and they're going to jump right into that room, and it's just going to be a big clusterfuck.
It's gonna
Well,
be, it's
also-
gonna be a giant clusterfuck.
For sure. Also, remember, the hut can come alive. So the hut is at some point probably going to animate and be its own problem.
Okay.
I mean, and they can move around all they want, but just as long as everybody is aware, it's like, okay, Milo is going to be trying to take care of this. So even if they teleport away, he is then going to be continuing to try to foil their attempts at interfering with Katra.
Well, Katra needs this kid, so
Right.
would it be wise to just take her off of our own playing field? We just snatch and grab and tell her, "Come get some, you dirty whore."
Well, would it be wise to take her off and use Pippa's bait?
What?
She's a changeling. Like, have her
I
look
mean,
like the
I'm pretty
pregnant.
sure that she has true
Autumn.
sight.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure she has true
Yeah.
sight.
But it's
and
not.
even if
It's
she-
not a facade. She's changing what
True-
she
yeah,
performed.
True sight will
Well,
see
no.
you as your original
Changelings
form.
don't
Yeah.
use magic to shapeshift.
But you
Doesn't matter.
still
You can see shapeshifters, the original form. She will see
Yeah.
a changeling standing there. She
Yeah.
won't see
Yeah.
Pip's
Okay.
normal form or anything. She will just see a changeling.
Yeah, she wouldn't even see what she looks like right now. She would see her as the OG change.
And even if she doesn't have true sight, problem being we're gonna hop in. So we'd have it. So I mean, we could probably we'd have to get in and teleport her out. That plan would hinge on nobody being in the room.
Absolute,
that little cottage was not big.
absolute worst case contingency. Either Crowley or myself need to grab her and fuck off.
Iron flask.
I'm saying if that becomes like a backup, a contingency, that's like what the saying is for.
Sure.
So if everything gets fucked, the rest of the plan falls apart for unforeseen reasons.
Do you have to accompany a plane shift?
DM, what plane is
Just a
Slick from?
caster.
What's up?
What plane is Slick from?
What plane is he from? He's from the material plane. His background is celestial and fey.
So if we banish him, he'll go back to the material plane.
If you
Same for
banish him,
Autumn, actually.
Do what?
Correct.
I mean, we could technically just banish her.
Yes. But
Yep.
we don't know where she'll go.
Correct.
Is the problem. And that's why I was asking, does the caster of plane shift have to accompany the spell?
Let's see.
It says you and, so I believe
Yeah.
so.
Probably so.
Wait, no, because you can cast it against like just an individual, right? Like it's like a spell attack.
Not sure.
You can use this spell to banish an unwilling creature to another plane.
There you go.
Can you banish
I
her?
guess
That's what I was wondering. 'Cause
technically,
the-
but we don't want to leave her because then if the hag goes after her, she needs a bodyguard.
No, I mean, can you banish
Katra.
Katra?
There's
Just
absolutely
just
no
long
way
enough
she's
to get the
from.
girl and
She'll-
take out the
she'll have
the knights.
She'll have legendary.
She's gonna have legendary
resistances.
resistances.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that might be
There's
useful
gonna be
in the long
three
term,
occasions where she just gives us the finger.
but at least three.
She's also pretty good at negating magic, so. And I also feel like if we just do a banishment on her, you still have to maintain concentration on that for the whole fight, which means that she'll probably just walk up to you or order the knights to just beat the brakes off of you until she comes back.
So if
Which
it
is
bec-
why
if it
if
turn-
we take the girl, we put her in the flask, and then we just have fucking Slick run off with the flask somewhere else, or we plane shift Slick and we fucking duke it out to the death.
That's all I was saying. We if it gets down to a route where we have to break contact,
Sure.
either Milo or Crowley takes the girl, and then the other one takes the rest of the party. One person will prioritize the rescue target, and the other will prioritize evac.
We also need to make sure that what we're getting into is going to be a real thing. I mean, we don't want to pop into the second story of the house and then plane shift back some sort of really nasty doppelganger while, she's actually in the basement or something.
That's also part of why I'm thinking Iron Flask, because if it's actually something evil, then
Yeah,
now it's in the flask, and we'll figure that out. Cross that bridge when we come to it.
Right.
that's what I'm saying. If it turns into a route though, and just making sure we have plans on plans on plans and backups and stuff. So
If it turns
If
into
she
a
is
route
not-
within one round, we are super boned.
I didn't say within one round. Like, we don't know. Something could happen to keep us from getting her in the flask. We don't know. If that occurs, she needs to get gotten out. If in the state of combat we find out our chances of winning have fallen too low, whether or not she's in the flask, we need to evac. So we need to pick out who's evacing who to make sure that we have the appropriate spell slots allotted for it, where we're going to go with evac.
Well, here's the
We've already
question:
established combat roles.
Do Crowley and or Milo both have access to plane shift?
I was going to use teleport because it gives you
Nope.
specificity.
Does teleport take you out of a different plane?
No, I'm saying getting away from the fight first, not necessarily just getting out of the Feywild, but getting away, because plane shift doesn't give you control of where you arrive.
Yes, it does. You can go to a specific place. That's
I
part
was
of how it
pretty
works.
sure.
Like it says that you
Oh.
can go to like the city of Brass, and you can specify a location. It just has to be like an actual like known
Okay,
location.
gotcha. And
So
that
we
case,
could go
yes, we-
forth, and then
yeah. I mean,
I've
I
never
have.
taken it
She's
because
in-
of attunement. I've never
If
taken it
she's
because
in
of
the
attunement.
God fucking damn it. You didn't take
Alright,
what
I
because
want
of
it-
attunement, Crowley?
I want it on time again, both at the same time. Ready?
Ready, 3, 2, 1. The
Buzz out.
force required.
What requires attunement?
A forked metal rod attuned to a particular plane of existence. I've never searched for one or found one or gotten it, so I never took the spell.
I just need to have. I
That
can
is
get
true.
there. I just need to have something that's of that place.
Right. Which we do have. So
yeah.
basically,
And if-
our only person who can get us plane shift us around is Artyom.
We can get the rod easily.
Well,
It's
can we
only
get the
gonna be
rod
in the-
easily? Because if we're trying to do it tomorrow, and you have to spend multiple leveled spells to go get a rod,
One. We can go there from Karnath. So we could get to Karnath, loot the fucking armory for
Can you just make a
spell
rod?
components. DM, could I attune a rod tonight?
Let's say you can
To
make
here?
to the material plane. Yeah,
Yes.
I'm gonna
Oh,
say
yeah, fuck that then.
it's gonna be to Six Kings. Like you coming
Sure.
back
Good
here?
enough.
good
enough. Once we're back here, we can just go. All right, Slick, we need to go. Let's start fucking running.
So,
And Pip, you were trying to say something. You got to. So go ahead.
Oh, no, sorry. I was just thinking, like, whatever that thing is, and whatever action is taken, if she's in the flask, somebody has to go with her, because if we all die, then she's just in a freaking flask forever. Nobody knows where she is. Like,
No
so
one can
somebody's
go
got to
with
go
her.
with her.
no one can go
Not
with her.
not
One
in
creature.
the flask, but somebody has to go with the flask.
Well,
Like,
yeah,
you
the
can't
flask-
just like zip the flask elsewhere
Yeah.
and hope she's
The
cool,
best
idea
because
is
if
just
we
to
all
keep the
die,
flask
then she's
with
trapped
us.
forever. Yeah.
No one's planning that. No one is planning that. We are whoever's gonna have
Okay,
the
I
flask
just
will
want-
have her.
Yeah, we're not just going to shoot the flask off. Ideally, the point of putting her in the flask is she is now off the stage. She cannot, like, the Kasha would have to get the flask and then uncork it. So ideally, we take the flask and slam dunk that bitch into the bag of holding, like, for the
So-
duration of the fight.
If Crowley, do you want squad evac or girl evac for contingency purposes?
I should probably deal with the squad.
Okay.
make 2 rods if you can. That way we can both have it prepared.
If the DM will allow it, sure.
Sure. How much does the rod need to be?
250.
250 gold.
It's
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, that's what I'm
This
saying.
thing should be all over the place.
Yeah, I thought it was 1,000.
Yeah, as did I.
I thought they were more expensive. Cool.
there's actually very few spells that have 4-digit spell components.
Subtract 500 gold from the massive amounts of gold that you have within the plane of holding. It's practically a plane of holding. The bag of holding.
The realm.
We got a
of
demi
holding.
plane now. We got access to a demi plane. Is this coming from the funds, or didn't we have a source of just magic shit?
Magic material components.
Yeah.
I assume it would be a
Big bunch of
component.
loot.
I don't know where I didn't have track of the components. I just had the gold. So that's why I ask.
If someone else had track of it, I'd imagine it would have been Cody.
I thought that went with Otto if it stayed. Or no, he took half. Fuck, where's that?
Took
shit?
half.
Motherfucker.
Otto took all of it to build a city. You're taking it out of the main
Yeah.
funds.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
very well. As long as
Oh no! Now we only have 55,000 gold.
36,000 actually.
Y'all are going through it.
Who? Fucking! I thought you were supposed to get more money when you become king, not use all of it. Jeez.
The crown is broke right now. We are super in debt.
Bullshit! You got like 3 of them.
Brother. While I was writing, I heard Pip. Sorry to
Before
say
we go on break, I'm just gonna ask for a quick check because I don't want the group pissed at me when I say
Too
some
late.
things. So, can I just get some Arcana checks, some history checks, and the
Put
like?
that back down. Just gonna put that
And
back
it's
down.
some not if you want to give
What
me
you
give me
need?
a check and tell me what you rolled.
For everybody?
Yeah,
Well,
just
in
everybody.
what context, DM?
Yeah.
In context to Sorokatra.
Oh, sorry.
33.
Dirty 20.
28 Arcana.
28 Arcana.
Yes.
Was the 30 Arcana as well?
33, yes.
Okay.
An 8 history.
A 20 nature.
20 nature. Okay.
14. If it's between history and arcana, it's just 14. They're
Okay.
both the same.
All right. With a 28 and a 30 on those. Oh shit, Milo, you weren't there actually, but I'll give you something else with a 33. With a 28, Kaushik, you remember very clearly that when she ended spells, that it was not a counter spell. She simply negated that the magic ever happened, just as something to keep in mind. With a 33, Milo is very keenly aware that powerful entities typically have their layers completely immune to teleportation magics, that you cannot teleport within or without. Okay?
Does that include things like plane shift?
All teleportation magics you would assume are off the table once you're in that hut, and that you would have to physically cross the threshold with it.
Gotcha. He would communicate that, obviously.
Yeah, I'm just so we're knocking it out right now. That way I don't have you guys bounce off the top of the fucking hut. Okay. Yeah, I think you guys are, I think that would just piss you guys off. So we're going to get ahead of it. 8, 14, not so much,
Shit.
not so much there. Just sort of thinking about the next day.
I fucking hate that bitch.
Knowledge nature 20, you know, you remember your time in the sort of Zoriat demiplane, and you remember that the Feywild kind of works the same in the time flow sense of things. You guys can be in there for a couple of minutes and come out with a fucking year have passed. If you like, if things go very, very poorly for you. Crowley and Azori, any checks that you guys would want to make?
Just a 18 history.
18 history, and are you thinking about anything specifically here? Say with that history check, you do remember that every time she attacked one of you guys, that green lightning that was flying out of her hands, every time it hit somebody, their mind almost became not their own. They were nearly charmed every time that happened, and that happened a lot.
Woo!
Carly, actually, but before we go on break, you get a message in the middle of the night. You hear your contact from Sharn. And you know that it is not a message that is directed at you, because the first 3 words are, "To all operatives. The shadow vanishes. Rendezvous aborted. Wraiths, proceed with caution." Crowley, knowing that this is instantly some kind of code deciphering it, the shadow is the Baroness of House Fjarlin, and she is gone somewhere, missing or otherwise. The rendezvous aborted. It's the shadow domain within Sharn. It being aborted meaning it is now no longer occupied. House Fjarlin is not in Sharn. Wraiths, proceed with caution. You're on your own with no backup from House Fjarlin. Good luck. And that's where we're going to go on break. So,
Oh, balls!
thank you guys for joining us. We'll be right back. We're going to take a quick bio break and take care of ourselves. Take care of ourselves. You should do the same. I don't know why my fucking mouth does that so often. However, go take care of yourself. We're going to go do the same. Give us about 15 minutes and we will be back. Much love.
Bye.
And hello, everybody. Sorry, my computer froze a little bit. It's working right now. Hi. We're back. All the same people that were here just a few minutes ago. to continue telling this story across Eberron. So, if you weren't here with us for the first half, our heroes here, the Shining Vanguard, did a whole lot of fucking planning, to be honest with you. After getting some information, or attempting to get some information on Sora Katra and Sora Terraza, finding some fruitful information and helping them out. They just started devising a plan to attack Sora Katra in her swamp, in her dire swamp on some other plane.
What? Dire swamp.
Dire swamp, just a big swamp.
It is a creature.
The
In and
swamp
of
is
itself.
also animated like her hut. Just
Fuck!
So you know.
That's not fair. Cheating.
So we left off after a very close vote. Our folks decided to go to the swamp immediately to rescue Autumn and take out Sora Katra. So, beautiful people, you had a plan. I gave you a little bit of information there that may have kind of fuckered that plan. I apologize ahead of time for not giving you
That's
that on the
Gucci.
front end, but you got it nonetheless. So, you wake up. It is the next morning. What is being done to prepare? And
Feast.
you guys let me know where you're going. What?
I said feast.
Heroes Feast. Mark off
Well,
another
welcome.
1,500 gold from the supplies.
Very well.
And mark off that, what level spell?
Six.
6th level spell.
Heroes are expensive. Shit.
Mm-hmm. It's only 1,000 gold.
Can't even
1,000
afford to
gold. I thought
feed
it
these
was 1,500.
motherfuckers.
So 1,000 gold chalice, my bad.
1,000 gold is super worth it to have advantage on wisdom saving throws against someone who charms.
Y'all ready for
10
me to
extra.
roll the 2d10?
Yeah.
2 10s. 20.
2 10s, 20.
Do I have a d10?
I hope so.
Let me see here.
Hopefully
Just
you have
roll a
2 of them.
D1 and add 9 to it. That'll be fun.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
D1. Got it.
Yeah.
Add 9. Got it. I don't think I have any physical. Is this a d10? No, it's not. Okay, so I'm just
It's
gonna
the one that
roll
looks like a
that.
top.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
they,
have.
they look like. What do you mean you don't have one? How did you get
I
a
have
set
like
of?
because I don't have all the dice that I need in here.
Well, she rolls
Oh wait,
it.
I do have a d10.
She
No,
ate
this is a
them.
d8.
Completely
Just chomped 'em.
unrelated. Can you dispel a Heroes Feast?
No.
No.
Okay, here we go, boys and
Aw.
girl.
I
Ah,
don't like the
9 and
joy.
a 2 for a total of 11.
I mean, I
Alright.
guess that's all right.
That's average,
Nice.
so I'll take it.
Yeah, okay.
Works.
11 extra
Yeah.
HP.
Yeah, after breakfast, Pip would go back to wherever I guess we have rooms or we do have rooms, whatever. She would have gone back. And she'd pull out her sending stone and she would have activated it to call Nax.
Mhm.
She would have said, "Oi, mouse, we're going to Auntie's. Make sure you take out the trash and lock the door when you're done."
You get a message back that morning, and before Nax starts speaking, you hear yells and screaming in the background. Well underway! Ah! And it just stops.
Oh, hell yeah. They're having fun over there. Having a grand old time. Guys, do we think cold damage or lightning damage is better against a green hag?
Electric ice.
Cannot
Electric
choose
ice.
both.
Wasn't she shooting green electricity at us?
Yes.
So maybe ice? I don't know.
Okay.
Ask Milo. He's got good Arcana.
That
God damn, I just
33
sneezed.
Arcana fill in that.
Woo! They vulnerable to cold.
No. Okay, folks. Heroes Feast, you got 11 extra HP.
Oh.
Any other preparations before you get
I
there?
guess final question: which two are being involved in the uncorking and then recorking of the iron flask?
Who do you want to do the task?
Let me uncork it.
Yeah.
So Kashik uncork.
And then she hands it off to.
Pip, let the girls do the job.
Sure.
Okay.
To me,
How are you
yeah.
guys? Since we know that we can't teleport directly into the premises and out of the premises, that means that you two are going to have high movement speed to get there as soon as possible. Do you feel like that is a job you're capable of doing? Pip, I know she can dash as bonus actions and stuff like that. She can probably go wimbly nimbly.
I can also. I can. I don't. Says 30 and the fly.
None of that
No,
was words.
I'm thinking. I'm using my big old fat brain.
All her brains.
Brain.
All my
Brains to
brains.
brains.
Her brain is just going crinkle.
It's gone from smooth to crinkled.
Don't think I
nice.
got anything that moves me fast. I got roller skates.
There's probably some steps involved somewhere in here. I doubt the hag in the swamp has a wheelchair accessible ramp going to where she keeps the.
That's an ADA
Well, that's
violation.
just ableist of her.
Yeah, that's what we do. We have Pip go in there and say, your house isn't up to code. We're gonna have to vacate. Perfect plan.
She's
We-
gonna look
received a
like some
complaint.
middle-aged balding man with a tie and a clipboard. Like, excuse me, ma'am.
I can fly. It's not fast, but I can fly. That's all I got
Okay.
for you.
So, and before we go in, like very last thing before we go, Pip's gonna cast greater invisibility and non-detection.
Okay.
Can't see me, bitch.
Just for the sake of simplicity, the command for the tiny servants is going to be twofold. One, shoot a target that the person you are mounted to is shooting or attacking. If they are not attacking anyone, shoot who they are being attacked by.
Okay, we'll just put it under one command of shoot hostiles.
Sure.
Let me hit him with light 'em up.
And to keep it reasonable, I'll say each one's carrying 10 bolts. They got arms and legs so they can reload themselves.
It's just
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. They're firing them like a fucking shoulder-mounted cannon every time.
And to keep it thematic, these are spring bows.
Spring bows.
like Dishonored hand crossbow looking deal.
Yeah, they're little steampunk looking hand crossbows. Yeah.
Swag money.
Got little potato cannons.
Get fucked up. My eye.
It's like Nerf Iron Man. All right. So we got tiny servants on. You guys figure who that's on. We got Heroes Feast going on.
Mental Link.
Mental Link is happening. Erish is not going to go with you.
Oh, he's not.
Good. Bad place to be.
Is going to stay with the Breelish army.
Oh.
That was actually something I meant to bring up. As a means of compromise of still assisting the Brailish army, do we want to leave them with the fucking free cast of Storm of Vengeance?
No, they are gonna fucking waste it if we do that.
What are we?
They will go to Greywall and they will cast it. I don't know, but we might not ever use it. But I know that they will 100% cast that shit at fucking Greywall.
Well, I mean, the point being that it would. Jones said it's a dice roll of how well they do. Point being, it would assist their dice roll. Presumably, their generals would use it at an opportune time so they don't die.
The opportune time would be after we got back, but they're being fucking idiots.
I just want to put it out there.
Again, you don't know how long you're gonna be there. No matter
Right.
how long this fight.
I mean,
is.
we
Sure.
we could be gone 2 years.
We can leave it with
Like-
them just in case we're
I would.
there for a week or some shit.
Yeah, I vote to leave it with them.
So there we go.
Okay.
That is my compromise for still assisting them.
You
They
hand it
they
off
get a Storm of Vengeance.
to a couple of the mages who know the strength and power of this item. I'll say this: giving such a high level item away, do you want it to mean just an automatic success on the way, Or do you want it to be used at the siege? You guys can make that. That's a group item and a group decision, not to any one person.
My thought is on the way there, because that seems to be the most perilous part of that journey. Because once you start a siege, that's a siege until unless Droam just sallies out like a motherfucker. A siege should be relatively slow burn. So I'm going to say my vote is on the way there.
Yep.
Okay. All right, so they'll just get an automatic
vote.
success on their way. Very well. Any other preparations this morning? Go ahead and remove the Storm of Vengeance from your inventory, whoever has it in there.
It should be in the bag of holding.
We're getting ready to get in there. I'll dark vision myself. Does anybody else not have dark vision?
I'm also gonna.
Pip does not have dark vision.
I will hit you with some dark vision as well.
Arigato.
And then mental ink, fire shield, freedom of movement.
The big question for what Milo does or doesn't do for the party is, do we want him to do a standard gunship or a upcast gunship?
I don't know what the difference is, or you.
HP and 4 attacks versus 2 attacks.
What is
the
this?
biggest
draconic?
Spell slot versus spell slot.
5 versus free cast of 9 from overwhelming firepower.
Oh, what else can you do with overwhelming firepower?
Upcast any spell to 9th level.
Oh,
That is not itself, 9th level.
Yeah, so
gotcha.
1 through 8 becomes 9.
That's pretty cool. I'm not sure.
I like a lot of attacks.
I'd say considering that your job is to occupy his goons,
Yeah,
I would
probably
say upcast it.
All right, so
I'm
we'll
gonna,
do
I'm gonna say this before you spin that. 7 human-sized folks teleporting into a swamp. Pretty inconspicuous, right? Like,
That's true.
a fucking massive illusory dragon in the sky or starship in the sky teleporting in with you. Not so much. Stealth
TIE
would be
fighter
out of the window, because I know that
the TIE fighter would give us away.
The TIE fighter will give you away. Yes,
That's
as
fair.
it screeches into the Feywild.
Yeah, that's fair. You may want to hold off on casting it until shit starts to go down.
there. So the spells that I will have active will be the Tiny Servant, Mage Armor, and Crown of Stars.
Tiny Servant, Mage Armor, Crown of Stars. Okay.
That's too short of a duration. I'm not gonna do that.
I'm gonna wait till we get there to do anything with concentration in case Slick doesn't know
Yeah.
the way.
Same.
Sir.
Yep.
I'm gonna get a different sheet for you guys and just say, I almost wrote my own name down. Jesus Christ. Let's see what kind of buff spells Lucas has.
17. Let's go.
Because we got the boy. Bro, he be about to be getting them extra D8s on that Divine Smite. Whoo, doggy. He about to hit her with a howdy ho. Smack.
Choose up to 3 creatures. Okay. Lucas is gonna use aid to give everybody or 3 folks some more HP. He'll give it to whoever wants them.
The king and 2 other people.
Whoever's gonna be taking him on the chin is who Lucas will suggest to you. So he will put himself in that category as well.
That's fair. I think people who are gonna get punched in the face. So Ganwin, Lucas.
Okay.
Who's the last person?
Who last? Who thinks they're likely to get smacked?
Probably gonna get smacked. Pip might get smacked. Well,
RTM. No,
whatever. It's all good.
RTM will definitely get smacked.
I want to do some
Based
dumb
on
shit.
past.
Okay.
So RGM,
Based
so
on
again,
history.
Lucas RGM.
Hell yeah.
So
How much extra?
your 11 is going to go to 21.
Oh, we actually
So
get
10
extra.
more?
Yeah,
10
10 more. Guys, I have almost 200 hit points. I'm 184.
I have almost 150.
Disgusting.
Woo! If I get Azur's over there, like, fucking plops up like 230 health.
Not quite, but you know.
Not
Fuck
quite,
you.
but yeah.
Close,
220 maybe.
Very close. How much?
218.
218. Fuck yourself.
That's with the 11. That's with the 11.
218. Fuck yourself.
God damn it.
God damn it, that's funny. Well,
Oh, thank God I didn't spend over half of my hit dice during the last fight.
who am I missing? I'm missing RT. Okay.
Oh, I'm also going to give my cast add a D8 to my initiative, of course. I think we might get into combat here, guys.
You think so?
Just maybe.
It depends on what you guys are trying to do here.
Man, I think
Fire shield and what else going for you, RTM?
Fire shield, freedom of movement, telepathic bond.
Okay. Go and remove the spell slots that you need.
They're already gone.
Milo
Oh, and
Actually,
dark vision on me and Pip.
and dark vision.
Actually, a really good point. I'm gonna cast Gift of Alacrity on myself as well.
Yeah, gift of alacrity.
bunch of fucking nerds. Fucking get
Yeah.
spells.
I got a
Fuck
free
you.
one.
Okay, and what were you said Crown of Stars, so and what else?
Shit's reactive.
Crown of Stars also one of the ones that says it's bright as fucking day. Are you wanting to do that now as well?
It's a torch. I figured we'd do it before we approached the house.
I think it is brighter than a torch.
I have it pulled up. I'll double check.
I don't think it's going to be butterflies
Yeah,
and
30
starry rainbows in this swamp anyway.
It's
So a torch is
30
probably gonna be-
feet of bright, 30 feet of dim, same as a torch.
Yeah.
Or a lantern.
Torch is like
rather.
10. Torch is like 10
Torch
and
is
10.
10? Oh, they nerfed
Yeah.
that shit. Yeah, lantern
10 and
then,
10.
whatever. Standard 30 foot. And then the more
That's a
you
lot of
use
light.
this.
You have bright light in 30 foot and dim light for an additional 30 feet.
60.
Yeah, that's what I said.
So 60
What if
foot
we put
radius
a cloth
of
over
light.
his head? What if
I
we
don't-
bucket him?
If you
I don't think it's-
Skyrim bucket him, he'll have the blind condition, but it will not show the Crown of Stars.
It's pretty
Um,
tempting.
Yeah, well, I was going to cast that because aren't we allegedly coming out immediately outside of the cottage? Is my understanding
Potentially.
of it.
Hopefully we can get right to basically will be her front yard. Would
We
be the
base to
great,
base.
be great.
If
But it-
necessary, I can prepare a casting of invisibility for myself.
I
if needed.
can cast Pass Without a Trace at will, and if it takes us a while to get there, I'll go ahead and throw that on as soon as we get on the other side.
That's without trace.
Yeah.
Is that concentration or no?
It is.
Okay. Milo, Gift of Alacrity, Crown of Stars, Tiny Servants, and what else?
Mage armor.
Spells.
Mage armor.
Fucking Jones is just like, I just wanted to keep a list for the future of all the things that instantly fall off of your characters as magical effects when you pass the threshold of her lair.
I have to have this for this fight. I'm sorry.
I know you're good.
Because she's got to choose. She's got to look at you and go, well, what do I want to get rid of now? That one. Fuck you, guy. And you're just like, fair enough. Fair trade.
It's also I just need to know what you're concentrating on.
True.
Crowley, Koshik, Gandwin, Azor, anything before you go in?
Like I said, I went ahead and I activated Crimson Right on the Twin Blades configuration of the PHB.
Crowley's probably going to cast Globe. That's it.
Okay.
Is Erish accompanying us to this fight?
No, he's going with the Breelish army.
Wonderful. I'm gonna hit myself with a death ward.
Hit yourself with the death ward.
Thumbs up. Can't have the healer go down.
Okay.
Ooh, fucking balls.
Anything else? Going once.
I've got nothing else that lasts more than a minute. It's one of those where I'm like, man, with everybody standing there casting spells, I wish I had taken Long Strider so that I can so I'm like, I did something. I helped. I helped.
Long Strider worked like it did in Baldur's Gate. Just each.
Oh yeah, bro. I
Hell
just
yeah.
spam them hoes.
Hell yeah.
All right. So we got lots of spells going on. Lots of stuff. So lots. Are you going in with Crown of Stars or not? That's what I need to know.
Milo.
Yes, and then like I said, if we show up and we're not
Fuck it.
where we need to be, invisibility is the plan.
And I'm gonna go ahead and grippy grip that iron flask.
Yep, so she's got the flask ready to uncork.
All right. Just so for my, so I understand what's going to happen.
So excited.
How are you
What's
guys
up?
getting there? What's the method
Plane
of getting
shift.
there?
Plane shift with the necklace.
Plane shift with the necklace and the sliver of wood.
Correct.
Yep.
Okay, so it'll take you to the tree that you were at, Gandwin, which
Right.
is a couple
was-
hundred feet away from the hut. It's original
Okay.
location.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Will it take us to it, or I mean, with the casting of plane shift, is her cottage itself a location that could be specified in the plane shift?
Well, his necklace, the way it works is
Oh.
from that location of whatever you cook.
Gotcha. Fair enough.
That's
Well, I
why
mean,
he
that's
could,
the
like, take
only
the
that's the
piece
only
of the
option.
garden for the airship and
Right.
plane shift back there.
So okay, so we are going to be coming out a couple hundred feet from the cottage. So we definitely want stealth mode engaged.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I didn't know if you guys were gonna like try to teleport based off of the memory or something like that.
If we know for a fact we're going to be a couple hundred feet away,
Mhm.
I may go ahead and pop invisibility fire.
Just have invisibility running.
Hey, it's only a second level spell. Why not, right?
But
So invisibility.
If we know we're coming out a couple hundred feet away, yeah.
You are if you're using the necklace to get there.
Unless you want to cast plane shift to get us out of there.
to drop us on her front yard.
I think the free casting is worth it.
Okay.
It'd be better to make sure we can win the fight and potentially have to spend the night.
Yeah.
Just like, all right, yeah, let's sleep in the bad neighborhood of fucking the Feywild.
If we spend the night, we could come back to Zoriat being on Eberron, though.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, so like,
Alex
What
is
a
like,
thumbs
and
up.
the campaign's over. Thanks for playing, guys.
nice.
No, this is the part
Nah,
of the
then it's guerrilla
campaign
warfare.
where I get to see how it's going to end because I have no clue. You guys could literally do all of this and be back within like 30 seconds IRL time. It could
That would
also
be sick.
it could also be a year from today's date. So,
Well, hopefully we prepped the world enough that it's even if it's a losing battle, they're still fighting by the time we get back. It's like, oh god, it's so terrible, but we haven't lost yet. So nice.
oh man.
We come back to see fucking Azur's dad like on the front lines. Fucking, oh my boy.
I feel
Oh, you're back.
to describe the feeling that I'm feeling right now as you guys go into this. I feel, like
I feel sick.
Willy Wonka when he's going down the dark tunnel and all the fucking wild sides are going by. That's what I feel
When
like.
he starts
right now.
really creepy singing,
yeah, like
the
crazy
fucking,
Wonka. No one knows where we're going. Yes.
I don't like that at all.
Wonderful. So
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right.
we're
Take us to the swamp, Magic Man!
that's on. Yeah, exactly that moment right there. So beautiful people.
Imagination.
Plane shift. You were gone. Your feet immediately wet. Your nose immediately assaulted by the smells of the marsh, defeated swamps surrounding you, green gas hanging in the air, obscuring your vision. Vision here is limited to about 90 feet where you are
Ew.
currently.
It's it.
And in order to get to where you're aiming for, I want a survival check from Gandalin.
Oh no.
From me? Do I get advantage on it? I know. I've been here before.
Can
I'll
I
say one of
aid
your-
him?
One
Oh,
of
I
your
have
teammates
advantage
can-
anyway because this is related to hags. Dab.
He was about to say fuck you until he realized the situation he was going into.
Nuh-uh. You can't prove that. 26.
26.
Very nice.
Yeah, 16 plus 10. I am proficient.
You make your way through the swamps. You see green glowing moats hanging near and around the trees that dot this landscape. As you do, you realize and you look at them that there are souls within these green glowing spheres. Someone who made a deal with Katra along the way and got the worst end of the stick. Make your way through the swamps, Gandalin recalling these shattered memories, your head beginning to pound as you do. And there you see it, Shining Vanguard. Not far away. And with 3 sentries looking out and around, I want everybody to roll me a stealth check, please.
It's dark here, right?
It is not
Good.
dark here.
Fuck!
I ain't got, but I got a disconnect.
Is it-
What is it called?
it's not
Disadvantage.
dark?
on
It
stealth?
is not dark here.
Son of a
Why ain't it
fucker!
dark? It's a swamp.
Do we have the Pass Without Trace going?
Yes.
Yes. Son of a bitch.
That gives a plus 10, right?
Yeah.
Good, I
Um,
fucking need it.
I hate it here. Why
Oh
is it
man.
not dark?
Are we inspired? We didn't get an inspiration before we came through, did we?
No, I was saving it for combat, so.
No worries.
That's fair.
24.
22.
Okay, give me a second I want to actually figure we're going to take the average number of the party here
Oh.
Uh-oh.
and it will be against the rolls of all 3 horsemen. So,
Horsey men. Oh, so they're centaurs?
They're centaurs. Oh, so they're wee little fellows.
Wee little fellas! Look,
All right, so
they're little
who rolled
pony
a-
men.
Who rolled a nat 20? I didn't.
Cody rolled a nat 20? Oh, nice.
Nice!
Okay, so
Hey, Cody.
Let's start with that, and then my number I'm pretty proud of too. So
let's give me some numbers, guys.
22.
24.
39.
Pretty sure
Crowley's at
39. Go ahead.
Crowley's at 40.
Fucking Christ.
39.
I rolled so shit. 34.
Oh my god.
I rolled a 7.
I just want to
So
say,
sad.
Shadow Kai are stupid.
43.
All right, well,
what would I have got if I
Check
rolled
your
with
shit.
advantage?
Slick got a 26.
I just rolled a second D20 for if I had had advantage, and it would have been a natural 20. I fucking hate it here. Why is it not dark?
Is Lucas with us?
let's see what Lucas brings it to, because Lucas does this at disadvantage.
Oh,
He's-
see, if
he's
I
got
didn't
the
know
plus
Lucas
10.
is with us, I'd hit him with the death ward, but it's alright. I'll keep it.
Yeah,
for
of course,
myself.
Lucas.
Why would you?
Do you want to walk that back?
No, I don't want to walk that back.
You should
Okay.
walk it back, but put it on Slick.
I can cast another one.
You can cast multiple
It's
death
up to
words.
you, and they're your spell slots.
They are my spell slot. Do I care about a dog? I do. I love dogs.
Are you gonna do it?
I'll think about it while you're rolling.
Okay.
Lucas is a strong man.
Yeah, he's
We're talking about Slick.
Beefy.
We're talking
Oh,
about
a
Slick,
solid
yeah.
fella.
Slick, less strong.
See, Lucas
Slick
is
is
very not strong.
Lucas's stealth bonus. Give me a second here.
What's Slick looking at
That's,
HP wise? Is he a little?
19.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him with a death ward too.
Lucas is
Well-
a strong +0.
Oh,
Hit with a
fuck,
plus 10. Plus 10.
Mhm.
This man
No,
doesn't
that's the
have.
plus 0. It's plus 0 after the plus 10.
Lucas gets 16 because of the +10.
Oh.
Fuck's sake.
Okay.
Really dragging down the average there.
Who brought Lucas up?
I was ready.
Shame.
I was ready to roll for him. I knew he was gonna
Uh-huh.
do poorly on this. Okay.
That's okay. That's why
But
we had
there
all
were
those
very,
30
very high
pluses.
rolls. Okay.
Didn't he have advantage because of the Heroes Feast? Oh.
I don't know.
Come on.
So there are 9 folks total, including Lucas and Slick. So we divide our.
Mine is not 39. Mine was 33. I forgot Shadarkai cannot pick a regular skill. It has to be a tool proficiency.
Oh.
6
Boo.
divided
Ah.
by 9.
Gosh, Milo, what a win.
For your honesty, he's gonna honor the 39.
It brings your
Doubt
your
that.
average to 31. I'm rounding up.
That's not
That's
that
pretty good.
bad.
It's like these
That's
guys.
all right, I guess.
These guys have plus 18 to their perception.
They do
Or that's
not.
a 4.
They have a +8 to their perception. So it is
So they
impossible
can't
for them to
succeed.
see you. But we honor nat 20s in this house.
So three
Not
of
if
them,
it's for
5%
the
chance.
enemy.
What's a 5% chance 3 times? Like it's not. Would it just be a straight up 15% chance? I
No,
No,
suppose.
that is not how.
How do
math
you do that
works.
math? I don't know how to calculate that. What's their percent chance to see us?
It's very low.
That's a natural
What's
3
that?
on the first roll.
Nice.
Why would you say it's a
Yeah,
natural
don't say
3?
natural. That
It's a
scares
natural
me.
1 on the second roll.
Okay, that
Oh,
one's
so
fine.
that
Yeah!
Third guy
negates
doesn't
the
get one
other
then.
natural 20.
That
but
means eyeballs just fall out,
just makes
apparently.
2 tens.
That's a natural 18 on the
Okay,
third roll.
sick. I don't like the way you talk sometimes.
Yeah.
Like the way you talk sometimes.
Yeah, I don't like
Now,
your voice. Me.
I am going to be a nice DM here. And I'm going to give our Arcana inclined folks a roll. And for those that are
Hey, that's
not
me.
arcanely inclined, meaning you're not trained in that skill, I will give you a perception check or an insight check.
You said I'm so sorry. Oh, insight maybe.
Hmm
And you wanted to be
I'm not trained. I'm not trained in Arcana.
in Arcana for the Arcana people.
Arcana, if you're Arcana, perception, or insight, you choose which one you want to do.
My Percepi. 33.
27.
33, 27,
30.
30,
29.
29,
27.
27.
Sorry, I'm rolling too because I'm also one of those people. Nat 20 for a 34.
34.
God damn.
Nice.
Go off.
If I have proficiency, do I get advantage? Is that how that
No.
works? Okay, I
Nope,
didn't.
you
think
just
so.
add your proficiency bonus.
Just making sure. Yeah,
I just had to
making
see what my bonus was. I was like,
All right. A lot of you realize very quickly, and before you get too close and it is too late, as you see a small rabbit jumping nearby the hut, the back leg kicks up and just with precision accuracy kicks the rabbit, kills it, sends it. With that, you realize that the hut has blind sight. And you're not exactly sure how far out it goes.
How close was the rabbit?
What's blind sight?
I mean, that's what it says on the tin, Brittany.
Without eyes.
That means that you can see blind people.
You got like a
Only
little
blind
dude.
people.
Good thing none of us
You
are
got a little dude
blind.
on your shoulder with 60 feet of it right
Lydia,
now.
no!
Where did she go? I don't have blind sight. Lydia, come back.
I fucking hate y'all. You know what? I'm killing y'all. Y'all are dying today. Maybe not today. Y'all are dying here, though.
God damn it.
So, with
How
that
close
information-
was the rabbit when it got murdered?
the rabbit was in its melee range, it seems. So you're not exactly sure
How-
how it goes, but there's no need for sight, it seems.
Yeah, but
That's
yeah, but,
fine because
like, how
Meteor
close
Swarm has
was
a
it?
mile range.
You rolled up to 30 on your perception check. It was
Yeah.
10 feet away.
I see. So what I'm hearing is we get within 10 feet of it,
Okay.
and then blitz Craig like a
Oh,
motherfucker.
okay, so hear me out. How big are the trees and how big is this hut?
The hut is gargantuan.
I'd like to remind you that there is the person we need is in the hut.
Just didn't know if we could do like an awaken a tree and then have like a kaiju battle.
Doesn't
Lord
awaken
have
take time to
mercy.
cast?
Not through the staff of the woodlands. You can cast each of these
What?
spells as an action.
Oh my god. Is that a
So it'd be like
uncommon
a
item?
tree versus a
Can you
guy.
start my
It is
whip on a house?
I think
It's a creature. Wait,
Can I banish the house?
It's a construct. I don't know.
Can you banish constructs?
most
Constructs count as creatures.
and usually the thing they have is immutable form, which is a polymorph counter, not a banishment counter.
If it's a construct, does that mean it's going to go back to the plane of law? Can I just ring up Hoggish
No,
here? You'd be like,
not all constructs are from the plane of law.
Yo, bring up our boy Buddy. Get Buddy out there. Get Buddy on the case.
In like 12 seconds, you're about to have a guest just beat their fucking brakes off.
hey, yeah, yo, Hoggish here. You're going to need you to get the boots to somebody. He's coming around the corner right now.
Okay.
Told you not to fucking call me again.
Wait. Brittany, what is that spell you can cast once a day as an illithid?
Dominate
counterspell?
monster.
Oh, as an illithid, yeah, dominate monster.
Dominate
Yes,
monster, you
yes,
say?
yes,
Okay.
now.
You guys are currently 90 feet away from the hut.
Okay.
Creeping up.
The 3 guards do not see you right now.
Because they're stupid.
You know the hut has blind sight.
Blind sight doesn't necessarily mean it automatically sees us, though.
Surely. It will mean that a new creature can perceive you when you enter that radius and will require more stealth checks.
Right. Do we risk it for the biscuit, everybody?
I'm just making sure everybody knows, and you guys have abilities that work at this distance.
I
So-
can dominate this monster from 60 feet away.
That's casting a spell. though.
DM. While we're sitting here just kind of like huddled in a bush 90 feet away, like, all right, what's the game plan?
We're thinking at each other really hard.
Yeah. I want to look these knights over and perceive, in depth. Look over to see like gear, any tells, obvious enchantments, etc.
You give me a perception check.
Do we have the
Oh shit! Okay,
Yeah.
not a nat 20, but
So
still good.
mentally, you do.
Yeah, mental link up. Okay, perfect. I was making sure the Koshik didn't have to be like the middleman for everybody to talk to each other.
Oh, that's the wrong character sheet. That's the right character sheet. Another 27.
With a 27. And what give me what you're trying to get again? You're muted.
You muted.
I don't have telepathic bond on your characters. Dude.
Yeah, wouldn't be a session if I didn't speak while muted.
True.
Like equipment, like weapons, armor, visible potions, visible scrolls, and if there's any like tells of enchantments, like, oh yes, those glyphs on his forehead means he has the go fuck yourself spell going, that kind of thing.
I'll give you something on a 27. You don't see scrolls, but you know that they cast spells, innate spell casting. But you notice something interesting about the swords that lie at their hilts. As you see familiar to Milo specifically energy surrounding them. some sort of ability to influence time. You're not sure of the exact nature of it, but some ability to control time.
They really on that whole shit. Huh?
Those are long swords or great swords?
Do what?
Are those long swords or great swords?
They are longswords.
They have shields as well.
Yep.
What kind of armor they're wearing?
Plate.
And
How
are there any
trippy
other
is it?
no other obvious
so.
trinkets or enchantments?
They are magic the fuck up, all of them, and each their own different sort of way. All right, what's going on here? What are you guys doing?
I'm saying in the mental link. Let's keep going forward. I mean, ideally, I mean, it has the sight of the blind, but that doesn't necessarily mean it'll see us. Get as close as possible before shit pops off. If it does get ready to go bad, Kaushik, do you want to see if maybe you can get it on our side like you did with the barbarian?
Absolutely. I'll do my best.
All right. So if it sees us, that is plan B. Plan A is still get inside, uncork, then bottle the pregnant woman.
Is it pretty obvious the kind of like basic layout of this hut from the outside? Like if we feel pretty confident that it's like, oh yeah, there's like 4 rooms in this thing type kind of deal, or is it like?
Ganowin's been inside of it before. The bottom layer is one big room. The top layer, you only got the brief view that you did where she went up and went into one room. You're not exactly sure about the others, though the top layer is smaller. So you would expect that one room or maybe 2.
Okay. Do we see any open windows that might correlate with something that we saw during the scry?
Yeah, you see windows.
Cool.
Shall we approach?
I can try to sneakily awaken the tree and send it as a distraction.
I feel like that is not a very stealthy thing to do.
Yeah, wild shit happens in the Feywild. Sometimes trees just come wandering through.
He's not wrong.
How do you know? Anyway, how do any of you know?
Using my big
We can
squiggly
just try
brain,
to
I know a
sneak
lot
up.
of things.
We don't have to do it if you're...
I'd still I think that putting them on alert may be a bad idea.
Okay. Let's go.
Sneak.
Getting
within that range, I need everybody to give me another stealth check, please.
Roll better,
I
Lucas.
don't want to. Stealth check.
Oh, this one's much better. Hell yeah.
Also not bad.
Oh, what did Slick get? Let's see, Slick. Let's go,
It
buddy.
passes out a trace, still give us 10.
Yep, plus 10.
Slick, what's your dex? I already forgot.
30.
Plus 2?
I can literally only roll one worse. 29.
I'm sorry, I'm also dumb. 11 plus 8 is 19, not 20, so it'd be 29, not 30.
All right, I need the right numbers, y'all. Y'all
29.
29. 29.
35.
35.
30 for Artyom and 24 for Slick.
Okay.
I accidentally rolled 17 plus 111, which was a far drastic number. But it's actually 28, DM.
I really like your skewing the bell curve there.
I rolled 134 on my stealth check.
That's pretty good.
I'm gonna be real. That's how I feel sometimes. Y'all just say ridiculously high numbers.
In the Feywild.
All right, Azur.
39, and I forgot to roll for Mazurth because Mazurth will have been here as well.
Okay.
32 for Mazurth.
32 for Mazurth.
Nice. Man, he's got his wings tucked in real tight.
Milo.
27.
27.
What
Okay.
about Lucas though?
Guys, we did significantly worse this go around.
Lucas.
Did better, right? 20.
Lucas gets a 12.
Plus 10?
No, that is
Oh no.
that is a natural
Wow.
2 plus 10.
Sweet Lucas.
Wow.
Why did you come with us?
Paladin,
Me and
good
Lucas
for
twinning.
bump. You'll remember this
Right,
with Gorham.
trips.
I do recall, unfortunately.
At least
Okay.
Gorham rolled a 3 every time.
Can somebody just carry Lucas? Can we just let Come
Okay.
on, buddy. Just shh.
This is, yeah, you guys did better overall this time with a 285 overall, bringing your total to 32. For the 3 nights. Oh my god. They're I don't know what they're doing. But it's not looking at y'all.
They're looking somewhere else.
They're looking at rabbits because there's a lot of rabbits out there.
We look at them closely and they're all just doing this to some music we can't hear.
They all got like their Walkman on. They're like,
They got the AirPods in.
oh no, Knights of the Sword Contra.
Not a
Look
sponsor.
out, they can't hear.
Scrolling. Click clock.
Okay.
Those irresistible banger, like, yeah. You just don't notice
Alright.
anything.
We'll also need a natural 20 to see you.
They'll listen to the Dark Tide OST because that shit slaps.
That's
I feel like
close
that
to
might get them a
listener.
little bit too hype.
That's why they're
Let's
listening
dial
to
it
them.
back.
You guys continue. And the hut does not react. As you crawl and crawl and crawl ever
Is that word?
closer. Yeah. Yeah. Essentially, the trees get thinner and thinner as you there's still trees nearby. They're like mangrove trees all around this place. So that's kind of what you're using as cover, but in between those trees, you're down below like what are the like cattails and stuff like that through this
Oh
swamp.
hell yeah! Oh god! So we're all
These
we're
are
all
the
soggy,
years.
Yeah, you're fucking nasty.
These are the
right now.
years we're spending.
Okay.
all soggy.
It's like
and
we're in
gross.
Florida.
How close are you guys getting?
I mean, we got to get into the fucking the joint. we're
I feel like
to
we
the front
sneak
door.
until we can't sneak no more.
Yeah.
Are we going to try and get Koshik to dominate the monster, or
Yeah, because at 60 feet, she can.
If it
Dominate
sees us,
the
I
house.
think was the idea, right?
Do
I don't
we
know,
think
I
we
think it was-
could
I
get
think it was-
into it without setting it off. Or
I
no?
don't know.
I don't know.
I
You
mean, I'll
guys
do
wake
it.
up
I don't
whenever a
care.
bug tries to crawl in your mouth when you're sleeping.
Maybe. I wouldn't know if I didn't.
I guess. Yeah. I guess. Fuck it. Dominate the house. Dominate the fucking
Well,
the cottage.
all right.
I say do it once we're close though, so that if it fails, we can then just start beating up on the fucking house.
Sounds good. Would you
First
get
action is spit up that girl with that baby.
there?
I will say that you guys can get within. I'll give you within. I rolled really low for the guards. You guys can get within 10 feet of the guards, which puts you within about. I got a map. Getting within 10 feet of the guards gets you within about 15, depending on which guard, 15 to 20 feet of the house itself.
If we're that far from the house, I'm just gonna say over the mental link. Pip, you might want to just go ahead and get the flask, and you're just gonna have to uncork and go recork her. if
Why?
Kushik's gonna be trying to dominate the house. Because I don't think even if you had your full movement, like action to dash and everything, I don't think you could get all the way to her probably.
I'll slip the flask to Pip.
Check it in her. Okay.
You're invisible. What's the plan here? You guys are
Fuck it, if
10
we're getting
feet
within
away
15 feet of the guards, and Dominate that bitch.
Dominating that bitch.
You gonna try to dominate the house?
Yeah.
Dummy mommy Koshik back at it
So
again.
we're all gonna count down. We're gonna do 3, 2, 1, and then everyone does their actions simultaneously.
If that is what's happening, I need to know what exactly is happening. So we got Koshik casting Dominate Monster on the house. Okay.
With my tentacles.
Anybody make a good cork sound?
I can't do the Matt Mercer.
Can't.
Dunk.
And it's just not loud.
Okay.
I don't know.
Dominate Monster. What
Cork.
this is your surprise round.
I mean, Sora Contra is not currently visible, so whichever one of those guards is closest, I'm gonna try to shank the fuck out of that man.
Okay. I'll roll a d6 to tell you which ones. Actually,
Hit him.
I got
Hit
it.
him with the hey, how you doing?
So there's 4 knights total, but we only see 3,
Three.
right?
There are only 3.
There are
3.
only 3 knights.
I thought there were 4.
There
I thought
has-
we were missing a
Nope.
color. And
He
Jones
said they call it
corrected
like
me.
they're the 3 horsemen of the Feywild. Like what? It's also something that there should be 4 of.
So the one closest to you will actually be Bright Sun or Red Sun.
the red guy. He must be vulnerable to cold damage, right?
Bright red sun. Well,
So you're gonna attack Red Sun.
Yep.
Crowley.
red sun getting shanked.
It was good, homie.
I think
Did you?
I'm gonna buff everyone.
you,
look at
your
that.
surprise round. You're doing inspiration.
Yes, that's
Okay.
important.
Everybody has to harmonize to gain his inspiration.
Somebody's watching me.
I'm gonna go ahead and summon the gunship, I believe.
You're gonna bring the ship in. You're bringing in the TIE fighter.
Can I ask real quick?
It's not a TIE fighter, oh my God.
Is everybody executing their action whether or not my dominate works?
Yeah, well,
Yes.
it's not
Yeah.
like, oh, if it fails, no one notices.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
casting
this
spell.
has to happen.
This is you're catching everybody off guard here.
So
This
we're
is your
fucking
surprise
throwing
round.
down.
This is jump on them while we can.
Get her.
So
Who else? What you doing?
Transform into Kowaddle.
Casting Swift Quiver and shooting red guy.
Okay.
running in the front door.
You're going for the front door.
You
Okay.
gonna uncork?
Did you search for
Uh,
traps? What if it's
Or surprise
Can I-
round, is it just... Oh, so sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just thinking I uncork and run at the same time. Maybe like
It's just an action to uncork it.
Yeah. So
Keep in mind that something's coming out of it when you
It is
uncork
our
it.
friend for an hour. That is what the item says, and I've not been led to believe that it is incorrect.
Jones, I'll give you $1 if Magikarp comes out that thing. It's just a fish. It just flops.
You know, well, we tried. Hey man, we have a 1% chance for there to be a solar that pops out as our
I've already rolled
companion.
for what's inside of it. So I knew what it was gonna be.
God, I hope
Very
So-
excited to find out.
funny.
yeah, I
Oh,
guess
we-
yeah, I'll uncork and run.
Okay, so this is all happening at the
Hell
same
yeah.
time. You guys go 1, 2, 3, go. So I'm gonna resolve them in the ways that we've described them. Koshik, dominate monster goes off.
Yes, sir.
Are we
It
doing
is-
just action or
This is, this is
surprise round?
surprise round. Okay. So Koshik, dominate monster goes off.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save if it wasn't immune to charm. And the whole house
Fuck
Son of a
turns
fucker.
and looks at you. What do you
He's
have
a
bonus
baby.
action and movement? What are you doing?
me.
Big
Yep.
house.
You.
I didn't plan for this because I didn't think the house was gonna
I-
turn and
I-
look at me. Okay, 1 second. Let
I
me
also,
figure it
because
out
that
now.
was using your mind flayer powers, I need you to make a constitution saving throw for me.
Yes, and let me be clear. I also do mark off the spell slot, correct?
No.
It is not
Oh,
That is a
okay,
racial
wonderful.
ability that is once
Thank
a
you.
day.
Okay, I've been marking off the spell slot. Okay, and you said a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw, correct.
19.
You keep squeaking by.
Ooh. I love squeaking
Woo!
by. I love
Bonus-
squeaking.
Bonus action and movement. Go.
Bonus action. Who's the closest knight to me?
Red Sun.
Okay, Red Sun's about to get hit with the guiding bolt. First level, obviously.
All right, roll it.
Rolling. Oh wait, no, I accidentally rolled the damage. Ignore it. That. Let me roll the actual guiding bolt itself. It fell off my desk. Nat 20 plus 12 for 32. I can show you a picture. I haven't touched it.
I believe you.
I don't like your face, so I'm gonna send a picture. From your phone
It
online.
definitely says immune.
I don't like the
Hey,
face you made.
get out of my face. That's beautiful.
Your face is beautiful. I just don't like the way it looked at me.
God damn it.
Why are you looking at me with your face like that?
They're not immune to nat 20, so roll that damage and double it.
Okay, 1 second. Let me make sure I can get this picture. Send. Okay, sent. Okay, roll that beautiful bean footage. It's only on level 1, but hey, I mean that's 17 plus double is 32. 34. 7. Yeah, so 34.
34 radiant damage.
Let's go.
Dead.
Let's go.
He is not dead.
Damn it.
But he's bloody.
Yeah.
You wish.
I do wish, Alex. That's why we said it. That's why we said it
And
out
you
loud.
have 30 feet of movement there, Koshik.
Yeah.
Or 15 if you decide to fly.
Huh?
I said or 15 if you decide to fly.
Yeah. No. Are we on the map in Tailspire?
Nope.
We're not.
You're not.
Well, I'm trying to figure out where I am in relation to anything.
You're 15 feet
We're just-
away from the guy you just shot.
Yeah, and then also 15 feet away from, or no, 10 feet away from the house, right? 15
No,
feet?
the house is 15, about 10 feet behind him.
So
Oh, okay.
25 feet from the
25.
house.
Oh, okay. And
You know, I'll bring you guys over to the map. Why not? It's late, but I'm gonna just go ahead. And
Let me see the map.
I only need to bring one of you on to actually see the map. So
pick me.
I did actually, and, and you're knocked out.
What? Why? Wake me up! Wake me up!
Wake me up!
Some players
I'm gonna use my movement to. Oh my god! Hold on, I gotta download some stuff. It is beautiful here.
Whoa!
Oh, I don't like
Ew.
downloading that.
Very
That thing
green.
looks dangerous.
Oh, does it show you what you download? God damn it! What?
I downloaded it without looking if it counts for anything. I just clicked download all and just went on with my life.
I also clicked download all.
And
So
also,
did
you
I.
have Koshik, not Mind Flayer Koshik. I'm beautiful again.
That's
Ta-da.
just so you guys can see what's going on.
Yeah.
Also, our cameras are kind of messed up, so I'm going to keep doing this. Koshik, you have movement. Where are you
Yeah,
going?
all my movement, moving towards where Pip is in support of going with her.
So you're going
to
in
help if
the
she-
hut with Pip, or that's the plan. Okay.
That's the plan.
30 feet towards the hut. That'll get you right about at the hut's door. We'll actually move you because you're about where you are.
Yeah, Hut's about to swing that door open and smack me in the face with it.
I'll actually. So you're 15 feet away from him, actually. So let me measure that first. So you guys are like in the water right here somewhere.
Whoa.
What's up?
What's that out there in the water?
Crocodile.
I don't fucking know.
Crocodile,
I don't
alligator.
Crocodile.
Yeah, wait, hold on. Yeah, wait a minute. What the?
Yo,
Wait, that's a skeleton.
Hey,
That's a
what are y'all
skeleton.
going? What
That's a
y'all talking
skeleton.
about?
I'm talking about the fucking 30-foot tall tree.
Oh,
Yeah, I
Oh.
see that too.
that's just a guy.
That I did not
It's
see.
just a
Oh, I
little
do
fellow.
see that now. Wait a
It's a
minute.
little dude.
Oh, he gone!
Don't worry about that.
Protonic reversal.
So
You said those things just happen in the Feywild, right?
All right. Ending Koshik's turn there.
Yeah.
I'll just go. Who's next? Just tell me who's next and what you're doing. Since we have no order.
I'll stab this motherfucker.
Minotaur.
You're just gonna run up and stab him?
Yeah, I'm just coming up, fucking twin blade. I'm about to just fucking try to sashimi his ass, starting from the ankles and working my way up because he's tall as hell.
Roll it up.
All right. Which you just got hit with a guiding bolt, right?
You have advantage until the first one hits, correct?
So let's see here. No natural 20, but an 18 for a total of 32.
Hits.
Then second attack. Oh, Jesus. Is a 30.
30 hits.
And another 30. So 18 and 2 16s.
2 hits. Or 3 hits. Sorry.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I have 4 attacks. This is my first round. Jesus Christ. Fuck. Hell. Last one will miss, though, because I mean, unless their AC is really shit. 16.
16 misses.
Okay. So, I need a lot of dice.
This music sucks for this. I'm changing it.
Jones, do you need me to separate any of this damage out?
What kind of damages are you doing?
This is going to be slashing, cold, and necrotic.
Slashing, cold, and necrotic. Not for not for Red Sun. No.
Not for Red Sun. Okay. Oh, and I'm so sorry. I feel free to naysay this. I did intend to hex this dude as I ran up on him.
Okay.
If you allow that as well.
Sure.
Okay. 38, 1d6 from that. Then 3d10 from here. Oh boy. Okay. 3, 6, 13, 15, 18, 19. 19 plus 8, 27 on the first attack.
27 damage?
27 damage, yes.
Okay.
Followed up by 9, 15, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 24 plus 8, 32.
Okay.
The third attack that hit. 6. 5, 10, 15, 15 plus 12. Goddamn, 27, 27 plus 7, 34, 34 plus 8 is 42.
Okay.
I'm just rolling increasingly better. And that's just pulling up on this dude, just getting in his grill, just coming in, like, going for his legs when he bends down to, like, or try to block, then go for, like, a little stab up in, like, the collarbone area, just fucking whirling all about him.
You step up to him and you see the look of surprise, and just in the deep helmet, you see that red beard pouring out from beneath and just those beady red eyes from underneath. And the look, just the red beads just grow wide in surprise and just absolutely eviscerate, like just hitting in between the armor plates all around him. Yeah, he hurt. That hurt a lot between the guiding bolt and that. All right. Cool.
Yeah, I don't got nothing to say to this bitch.
Very well.
Fuck this man.
Is that gonna be it for you?
That's it. Yep. I'm gonna stay right in his face until Sorokatra makes her appearance, or we know where she's at. I will assist in working him down.
Okay. All right. Who's next?
We'll open the flask and then run.
You open the
Toward
flask.
the door.
Where? Because you get to summon it within 60 feet, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Hold on, I'll tell you.
Wait. Oh yeah.
I still have it pulled
Oh,
up.
we good to know.
Use an action, remove the flag, and release. It just says it releases it. It does not say where it goes.
Okay. Well, I guess then she'd want to get to the hut and then release it as close to the hut as
targeting
possible.
a creature within 60 feet of you.
Yeah, it's when you go to suck it in.
Okay, so that's just gonna summon it on top of you within like 5 feet. So where are you dumping it out at?
I'll dump it out at the base of the stairs.
So you run right here, about 30 feet gets you right behind Kaushik, and you're gonna drop it right here.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. You use your action to do that.
Who is our companion?
As you shake the bottle out. Let's see if I have a good mini for this. Actually, I think I do because of this.
I'm so excited. Because we just gotta start kidnapping random shit with the fucking iron flask to use to help us in battle.
I
Like,
do. You guys are gonna have to download it again.
what?
Because I'm using one of the custom models.
Hell yeah.
You dump it out right here behind him, and as
Shit,
you
we
do,
want succubus?
as you do, Pip, and you jump it out, this lithe, skinny, sort of
Well,
demon girl with red wings going up and small horns protruding from her head, just incredibly like sexy, takes her hand on the back of Bright Sun and just strokes the back of his shoulder and says, "Why, hello, handsome," as you summon a succubus right behind Bright Sun.
I'll take it.
All right,
You
I
know
love
what?
it. Yeah, I think it's great. And
I'll
then I'm
take
going to
what we
use
can
my
get.
bonus action to dash
Into the hut.
Yeah.
Okay.
with the empty flask in my tucked back in my pocket.
All right.
And that's all I got.
Alrighty. 30 feet kind of gets you to the top of the stairs. Let's see the two. Yeah, that's all you got right there. So, with that, who's next?
Easy.
DM.
Yes.
To confirm, how far are we from these guys? From this guy?
15 feet.
Give or
15
take?
feet.
And he's taken a few hits. I'm guessing he doesn't even remotely look bloodied.
He looks hurt.
Bloodied.
Yeah, he looks hurt.
Okay.
So that's a no on bloodied?
he looks bloodied, yes.
Oh, okay.
He's taking roundabouts 100 damage, or a little over.
He's taking 135 damage.
Never mind. That's significantly over 100. Whoops.
Okay. Yeah, that being the case, action, upcast, summon Draconic Spirit / gunship, just tearing a rift, same as before. Lavender lightning, horrible screeching sounds, and floating through the rift.
Is this like an aberration boat?
No, it's like it's actually from a scene in like another game, and I can't remember what it is, but it's like a portal opens up and it's kind of like it's like electronic screeching. This clockwork 130 comes through.
Oh, we're not using the TIE fighter again?
What we got this
Ooh,
time?
it went through the map.
Oh, it's gone! There it is.
Oh shit!
Yo.
That's pretty cool looking. I like that. Very cool, very cool.
And there's that other dude over there that we can see. In order to not super fuck everyone next to our guy here, we'll be using the rotary shotguns on the other dude, and then the grapple claw attack on this guy.
Okay.
Breath weapon on the blue dude off to the side, and
What's the distance on the breath weapon?
30 feet.
Okay, you're not 30 feet away from that guy, unless you're moving.
It can move. It has a 50-foot movement speed, I think. 50 or 60-foot fly speed. Let me double check. Yeah, it's a 60-foot fly speed. So
Okay, so you're summoning it over there, closer to the other guy?
About in the middle is fine, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Hello there, Mr. Blue.
And this will be a gem edition, dealing force damage, and I'll be giving myself necrotic resistance.
All right. Very well. What save is that breath weapon?
Dex.
Dex save. He got an 18.
I'm pretty sure that. Oh wait, 18. No, it uses my save.
It's your save. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it does not pass.
Nice.
It deals 2d6 damage for 12 damage.
The breath weapon doesn't scale.
The breath weapon does not scale.
What?
The breath weapon is just 2d6 all the
That's
time.
fucking crazy.
All right.
And then it'll be going over
right?
and yeah.
Okay. And then it moves
and
over to this guy.
Yeah, and it's gonna do its 4 little grasper claw attacks against it.
Roll it up.
A miss.
Just ramming it.
Plus the AC is 15.
No.
17.
Nope.
Jeez Louise, it's your spell attack, isn't
There
it?
we go. I rolled a 5 and a 7.
It do be like that.
Or no, a 3 and a. Oh, that was 7. 3 and 7, so 7. Would a dirty 20 have hit?
Dirty 20 will hit. Yes.
Okay, so we're at 2 hits, a miss, and last one is also a miss. So 2 hits, 2 misses.
Not bad.
Fuck
this man up.
Right? Uh, 16 on the first hit.
Okay.
And 15 on the second hit.
31 total.
Oh.
Ow. Okay.
Milo will move to the southeast to make sure he has kind of an angle. Bonus action, shot on the red one that's next to those guys, my allies.
Okay. And what are you using for your bonus action shot? And go ahead and move yourself where you are. You're right here.
Do I have control? Oh, now I have control, my dude. Okay.
That's game.
Kind of stars.
All right. Crown of Stars. We decided that would give away your positioning.
I'm already given away, am I not?
All right. Are you casting the spell Crown of Stars?
No, it's been cast. I had invisibility on myself to negate the light.
Would that apply to Crown of Stars?
Yeah, it covers light.
Okay. All right. We'll go with it. Go. Go ahead and make your shot.
Yeah. Be a 29.
Hits.
Crown of Stars, I think, is 2d12. 4d12. Shit. Okay. 40 points of force damage.
He falls
Jesus
down.
fuck.
Bam! And do you want me to roll all of the tiny crossbow attacks now, or at what juncture?
What is the range of them?
And
30
crossbow. Yeah. Okay.
What was that?
30 feet.
30 feet? They wouldn't be within range of anyone right now.
Can they not shoot the house?
Oh, yeah, if you want to, so they could absolutely shoot the house.
Does that count as a hostile? I don't, sorry, I'm not sure what the evidence on. That would be up to you on whether they would perceive it, because I have not issued a new command.
It turned towards Pip and them, so yeah, we'll count it as a hostile creature. They can, so that'll be, without disadvantage, Pip, Kaushik, and I'll give it to Ganwin because he's right there on the cusp. The rest will be at disadvantage.
Gotcha.
3 at 3 straight to disadvantage.
21.
Oh,
18.
21 will hit. 18 will hit.
7.
7 will miss.
I think that misses.
Will hit. Oh, damn. The other 2 are at disadvantage, you said, right?
Correct.
That's only a 12 to hit for the 4th one.
That one will miss.
But a 21 on the last one.
That will hit.
So 3 hits, 2 misses. 5. There. 4. And 6.
They're out here. They're out here making moves, baby. 15 points of damage.
Little shots going towards the hut. All right, RTM, using your action to shape change into a planetar. Any movement and/or bonus action. I got you a planetar right here. I'll give you.
Oh, it's technically the Quaddle, but.
Oh, you son of a bitch! You said planetar.
Oh yeah,
I got a Quaddle for you.
Planetar stat
Give me
block.
a second.
Yeah. Oh shit, you got a Quaddle too. Let's go. You got all the things now. Woo!
I thought I had a Quaddle. I don't know where it's at. Give me a second. Let me look it up. Someone spell Quaddle. C-O-A. Is that right?
C-O. Yeah.
Don't everybody spell it at once.
C-O-U. Oh wait.
Well, if I knew how to spell it.
There it is. I found it.
Yeah, C-O-U-A-T-L. I didn't just look it up. I promise. I'm also a very bad liar.
And what size are you?
Large. Oh, look at him. Oh, I've actually used that exact model before and printed it out for a campaign.
Nice. Fair permission. Crosum, you should be able to move that now. Kill this planetar. Turn into a Quaddle. Where are you going?
We're gonna fly. How do I fly?
Impossible.
There we go. We're gonna fly up out of reaches, and we're gonna go. What y'all got going on in here in this window?
Give me a perception check.
That is a 17 plus 12, 29.
29. You look within the windows and you see Autumn lying on a bed in the middle of the room. She has not much of a reaction at the moment, as she is like just now hearing some stuff happening outside.
No Sora Katra or anything?
No.
Alright.
Don't you look at me like that.
What color are her eyes?
I said no.
What color are her eyes, Alex?
She's got them closed so you can't see.
Just in case, you got true sight 120 feet in case there's any shenanigans of ladies hiding in the corner. Like,
Okay. True sight.
She's 123 feet away.
Yeah, she's 123 feet.
That's a big ass second story.
Into the 20-foot room.
She's outside.
It's the Feywild, man. Shit's weird.
Looking in through the window.
She is the house.
That'd be weird.
I need to look at something.
Would have been a really sick thing for him to do is once you go inside, it becomes like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids land. It's like 150 feet across, even though we're...
Why? Why do you people give him even more ideas as if...
Because it would be cool!
Because it's fun.
Isn't that how the Arcanix works? Like, you go into the main gates and you go into like a huge hall, but like after you get into that hall, like you're technically inside of a 30-story tall building, but it just looks like one big main hall and that's it.
So it's interesting, right? The windows themselves are enchanted. Why did it move my OBS over here? The windows themselves are enchanted. You do have true sight. What was your perception check?
29.
29. Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna say, have you there's a video out there, there's a TikTok video, I don't know if you've seen it, of a guy who's like on a cruise ship and he's like looking at his reflection in a window and he gets closer to it, and like a creepy
Like an
old
man,
guy
yeah.
looks him back in the eyes. So as you get closer to it, and as you're flying up to it, you see Autumn laying in the bed there, but as it sort of fades in, and you're nose to nose with Katra
Can I?
as she just smiles at you on the other side of the window.
Can I make a I don't some kind of save, not to be like, oh fuck,
Not to do that?
yeah, to not do that.
Sure, make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, let's go. That's a natural 20.
Yeah.
Because we got advantage. Thanks, Kaushik.
You used that on a fucking.
So I'm gonna look in there, and Artyom's not a good actor, but he's gonna take what he can get. He's gonna move a little bit over here to not quite maybe be in the line of sight of that window.
Okay, so you move windows.
Yeah, I move a little bit from in front of that window.
Okay.
Maybe we'll just go up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I will speak twice at the same time in a really weird raspy voice that Artyom's never tried to do. He'll say, it's just a girl. But over the minute, like this, Katra is definitely fucking in there, right in the right window. She's looking down at us. She fucking saw me. I pretended I didn't see her. I don't know if it worked.
Ending Artyom's turn there.
Great success.
Who's going next?
Azure, sure.
All right, Azure.
I'll
What
go
you doing?
again.
As I said, bonus action to cast Swift Quiver.
Yep.
And since this guy in front of us,
Got folded like laundry.
Yeah.
reckon I'll shoot towards this other guy to our left.
Okay.
Already pre-rolled the attacks. So first attack is 29.
Hits.
Mm,
This is
You need
bright
me to-
day.
You need me to separate any damages?
What kind of damages are you doing?
Magical piercing and radiant.
I just imagine that
Nope.
Azur's crossbow is like a crossbow Tommy gun with Swift Quiver.
When he casts a swift quiver, like a fucking mobster hat appears, sort of cocked to the side, cigar appears in his mouth.
Like that.
Tommy
so
Bones says
13.
hello.
And Mazeth is going to make this an infused shot.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
What kind of damage is Mazeth doing right now?
Currently cold.
But icy.
That I will need separate.
Okay.
Fudge muffins. I should have done lightning. It is what it is.
7
7 cold damage.
cold damage.
Okay. Half down. Okay. So 16 damage on that first shot.
All right, and the second shot was a natural 20.
Definitely hits.
Hey, vote at me.
Uh, 27 damage.
27 damage. Okay.
And then it's gonna have Mazarth hop us up towards the door.
Okay. So summon up Mazarth real quick. Play him. And then there's Azure right there. Both of y'all are flying. Make sure you have control of your character. And you're just gonna get close to the door. Right. So you can get right on. Yeah, you can get right on the door. Wherever who just measured there. You can get right up next to Pip. Remember, hold control and then move your character up and move it up and down. There you go. Alrighty. Anything else for your turn there, Azur?
No, that will be it for now.
Okay, this game was called. Who's next? I believe that's Crowley last, right?
Yep.
You're inspiring folks, right?
Yes, sir.
Unless anything that's happened has changed that course of action.
No, that's just inspiration and just getting myself on the board.
Everybody gets your D12.
Yep.
I'm a dumbass, but I'm not going to hold it against you. This area is difficult terrain. But I have not held anybody to that. I'm not holding you to it on this first round. After this round, that will be the case.
Yeah, right there is fine.
Okay, just moving up past this guy. Everybody has their D12.
Actually, let me just inch a little to the right there. Yep, there we go. Thank you.
Okay. All right. That's everybody, correct? Yep. I don't hear any
Seems so.
complaints. So,
Yep.
See,
close this out. I'm gonna get some less intense music. Let's see, where was that other music I was playing? To end our session here. Why did it move my OBS? So I better stop playing around before I crash our stream right before we end. So, folks, you guys launched this attack onto the hut and to those then. Katra, seeing Artyom, a swirling green smoke atop the hut itself, appears a few figures. First of which is Katra herself.
ooh. That's cool.
Yes. Okay.
Very neat. Very neat. Was she? Oh, is she human presenting at the moment?
At the moment, yes. And
Rude.
then
That's cool.
green smoke behind her.
Oh, fucking hell.
Okay.
Autumn
Little
appears.
seaweed doggies. Oh shit.
You say Otto? Oh, Autumn.
Autumn.
Yeah.
Autumn appears, this winding green smoke atop her hut. Behind her, two swamp monsters made of thick vines, deep red eyes, many red eyes within, quadrupedal beasts of some sort. Within the green smoke, as these are summoned here along with Autumn, so too are wrapping barbed chains around Autumn's torso, connecting her to either of the beasts on either side, who bring the chains taut. She looks down at all of you. Perhaps we should speak on this matter before anyone loses their head. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Jesus, well.
Vorpal sword confirmed. Vorpal sword.
I feel like you can behead people with not a vorpal sword, Matt.
No, I'm just
It
willing
can be
it into
done.
existence. That's all.
Oh. I see.
So, beautiful people.
Hell
Thanks
yeah.
for playing with me. I had a good time. I hope you guys did too. Thank you guys for stopping in and watching if you did, and if you're here till the end. I appreciate you. Hard Knock Dice appreciate you. We stream every Wednesday and Saturday, except for on the
True.
days that we don't.
Also true.
Wednesdays we do Whispers in the Dust, DM by our wonderful Ganwin / Ian. So come check us out on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we do Weird West cowboy things. We just crashed a fucking train into a ditch, which was dope. Now we're gonna go find a
Ditch.
well, what's a ravine if not a big ditch? What's a canyon if not a big ditch? You know? So,
I suppose.
come check that out. It's a really dope time. And then on Saturdays we do this across Eberron at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So
True.
but as always, we are raising money with Extra Life specifically for the Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. Go click on that link, donate, open your heart wallets, do the lawful kind thing, be a hero IRL. There we go.
Yeah.
We're gonna raid some friends for the night. Let's see who we're gonna raid. We're gonna raid Dice Legends tonight. Gonna go ahead and click on that. So go check these guys out. They have a great production over there. Drop them a follow as well. If you feel it in your heart of hearts, drop us a sub. That helps us so much, where I can get all this new content and torture these guys with. So do that if you're feeling it. I'm gonna click start now. There we go. Wonderful. Anything else?
Nope.
I think that's it, right? Donate to charity. Follow TikTok, Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
I think here, Twitch, YouTube.
Yes. Also,
Do all
yes.
those things. If you want to catch up on these campaigns, all the campaigns and all the one shots that we've done, we have like well over 1,000 hours of content on YouTube. Go check that out. For in between Wednesday and Saturday. Until next time, guys. Much love. Bye.
Bye.
Don't forget to hit hard with us next Saturday.
That was beautiful, guys.
I'll be right back.